Welcome in tonight to Denver High School here in Denver, Iowa. And tonight, we got a good matchup tonight. The good old crosstown rivalry, Wapsie Valley and Denver. Also throw Oelwein in the mix there. But tonight, I am your host, Zach Babers. We thank you for listening to the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. Right away, we're getting about 2 minutes to first match here. And I'd like to welcome in tonight to the broadcast booth. Obviously, Blake is not here. He's dealing with a little bit of a sickness tonight. But we got us fill-in for him. We got head coach of junior high wrestling here at Wapsie Valley High School, Wyatt Forsyth. So how are you?
Good. I'm also a little congested myself. You know, it's just the ebbs and flows of the cold and warm weather coming in from the fall into winter. So, but I'm excited tonight to see Wapsie take on Denver and then Oelwein in a triangular. I think we're going to be ready to go after this past weekend. You know, had our home Chris Davis Invitational, and then Thursday we had a rough one against Jessup, but I think we're going to come back strong. Yeah,
and speaking of that past duel, you were there at that triangular, correct? Yeah.
You bet. Yep. I saw us face Jessup right away. We started out really strong. You know, Jessup has some strong lightweights, and we started out a little stagnant, a little flat-footed, which kind of caused us to be not get all our takedowns, kind of be stagnant on some shots. But we came after it in some of the heavyweights. But yeah, just couldn't finish that duels. But you know, it's a conference. It's a conference, right? So we'll see them again. You know, I'm confident we'll take them on strong next time we see them. It's early in the season.
Yeah, and something to change from that duel on Thursday and that triangular as a whole on Thursday is we talked about it a lot. Wapsie had that open lineup at 120, and that's what really hurt them. You know, you're giving a free 6 points to your opponent. That's never good. But tonight, Wapsie's got it figured out. They got a guy there at 120. His name is Landon Frost. He got the big pin to kind of set up that last match for Wapsie against Jessup tonight. But speaking of that, that's going to be very important going forward because the biggest thing that hurts you in wrestling is those open weights where you're giving up a free 6 points.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I remember back in my days, you know, I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I wrestled for Charles City up north, and we went 2 weights open, and we were competitive in duels, but the second you give up 12 points, that's where it gets you. But Wapsie looks strong. You know, we even have backups. Our backups are our JV, and even some of our young freshmen are always willing to fight and get in there. They're very eager. So it looks like, I see the score clock, it looks like we're starting maybe at 120 tonight.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. I think the opening duel tonight will be Wapsie Valley and Oelwein. Or sorry, no, Denver and Oelwein. Right, correct, Blake? Denver and Oelwein? Yeah, Denver and Oelwein will start us off. We will head to Oelwein versus Wapsie Valley, and then Denver and Wapsie Valley to finish us off. And I guess as we get closer, we better get to our we'll go with our Oran Mutual Telephone Company starting lineups tonight. Serving the area since 1911, Oran Mutual Telephone Company is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Oran, Iowa, and the surrounding rural areas. Give them a call at 319-638-6006. And for Oelwein tonight, we'll start with them at 106, 113. They are open. 120 to be Gabriel Clenworth, and 126 and 132 they are also open. 138 will be Austin Lickless. 144 will be Eric Sandhagen, I believe. I'm butchering these names. 150, Ryan McKeeman. 157, they are open. 165 will be Cooper Reisner or Hunter Johnson. 175 will be Matthew Branton. 190, Nolan Lamphere. 215, Wyatt Hitchcock or Dayton Logan. And at 285, Spencer Michaels and Nathan Duffy. It could also be Owen Vanderpool, but he is a freshman. I'm not really expecting that. And then for Denver, it'll be at 106, Cannon Beaumont? Beaumont?
I would say Beaumont.
Beaumont?
Yep, you're all right.
0 for 3.
No, you're doing good. Better than I did on Saturday at Chris Davis.
113 will be Gavin Landers. 120, Connor McLaughlin. 126, Vinny McLaughlin. 132, Cale Lyons. 138, they are open. 144 will be Bowden White. 150, Xander Peterson. 157, Braven Beaumont. 165, Gage Woldrick. 175, David Warrior. 190, Corbin Hill. 215, Devon Farrell. And 285 will be Cody Kepke. And then for Wapsie Valley, it will be Caden Belinsky at 106. 113, Sawyer Craw. 120, Brody Kleitch. 132, Creighton Zimmerman. 138, Dallas Tissue. 144 will be Caden Dana. 150, Easton Crawl. 157, Kanan Decker. 165, Garrett Miller. 175, Brock Kleitch. 190, Jake Shore. 215, Hayden Ryard. And 285, Derek Hilsenbach. So going into tonight, we realized that Denver and Oelwein both have open weights, and I mean, Oelwein has a lot more. How do you think that's going to impact them tonight?
Oh, very much so. I think Wapsie's going to gain traction the second we have an open weight, and they're going to take advantage of it. So we're going to see some high scores tonight. I think the coach for Oelwein, the head coach, is Coach Dalton Late. Oh, shoot. I think we're starting. Are we starting the national anthem?
We're doing wrestling introductions right now.
Right now. So head coach for Oelwein's Dalton Late, and then head coach for Denver is Coach Brad Score, and then head coach Brian Kroll for Wapsie Valley. So 3 really high experienced coaches.
Yeah, and something that has come with this Warrior program is that even though Brian Kroll being in, I believe, his second or third year coaching here, he has learned a lot from the former head coach, Danny Adams. I mean, Danny Adams was here for a long time.
You bet.
And before him, it was Chris Davis. And over time, Brian Kroll has learned a lot from Danny Adams. And heading into tonight, how do you think that experience kind of plays out?
A lot. And, Coach Kroll has also his son as assistant coach, and I think Easton's also on the team, and then his youngest is also on the team. So family values, I think, go far in Wapsie, which I'm proud of being a transplant moving into the Wapsie Valley area and seeing the strong tradition upheld. So, yeah, I'm proud to be here and proud to be announcing it.
Yeah, and tonight, right away, this Denver-Oelwein duel, what do you think? What do you like to see from these two teams?
I'd like to see a lot of action, It's 2-2-2 periods and a lot of action to go. We're going into Christmas break here in 2 weeks. We got to start getting in tip-top shape, getting our weight down, being, good diet. We already got through the first little spurts of last week. These teams all had duels, so I'm ready to see some action. Good takedowns, good blast doubles, good action on top. Don't want to see those stalling calls, especially for my Wapsie Warriors. I'm a little biased, but I would like to see action from all 3 teams.
Alrighty, so we are going to get into our RTC keys to the meet. RTC is here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer services and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. Reach out to them at 319-279-3375 or email at manager@reedlandteleco.com. So, Wyatt, going into tonight, what are your keys for all 3 teams to kind of take control of this meet?
Well, feeding off to what I just said is action. I want to see action. I want to see wrestling on the edge of the mat. I want to see finishing periods is big. Coaching with my junior high kids, I always tell them, you don't stop until the fat ref blows the whistle, right? Or skinny ref. I kind of say it like the fat lady sings, but always action, Don't stop until someone tells you to stop. And I think that's important and crucial. So that's number 1 for me. Number 2 is being coachable. Understanding that you're going to get in bad positions and looking over at a coach or listening in. Being mat aware. I think that's important in saying, hey, I'm in a bad position. What's my coach saying? Or what should I do to get myself in better position? So that's number 2. And then the last thing for me has to be, enthusiasm. I think that's huge. It's kind of an intangible that you can kind of control your attitude and gather in, especially when it's a rival with Denver. Having some enthusiasm, cheer on a teammate, and when their head's down, lift it up, So those are kind of my 3 key points that I think are just things you can use every day in your own life, not just in wrestling.
Yeah, and to feed off of kind of what you said, Wapsie Valley is known for traveling pretty well to these away duels, as we can see. You guys probably can't see, but under us, we are sitting up here elevated on the track, but under us are a lot of Wapsie Valley fans. And tonight, I think that's going to play a big thing. We say that a lot. When Wapsie wrestles at home, it's having that home field advantage or home court advantage, home mat advantage, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But it is very important to them because they feed off of it really well.
You bet.
And for them, it's going to be very important tonight. The next thing I have is that chess match between the coaches. I'm interested to see, especially when we get to that Wapsie-Denver meet, is how are they really going to, finick around with lineups with Denver having that open weight? Yep. How are they going to kind of work around that? If they're going to bump up some guys to fill it, how do they want to attack that? And then finally, especially for Oelwein, is you got to win the matches that you have. Well, Oelwein has, I believe, as I'm looking at it, 5 open weights. Yep. So you need to win the matches that you need to win. And if we start at 106 at some point, I guess we're starting at 120 tonight. You know, they're starting out, they're going to have a match right away, then they're going to be down in the hole 12-0.
Exactly.
So you need to realize that you have to win the matches that you have on the lineup sheet to have any chance at winning tonight.
Oh, for sure. That's huge and that's important. So I guess we're starting the national anthem, so I'll be quiet.
We'll be right back after the national anthem. We're going to get rolling here tonight. Official start time around 6:30. I mean, that's kind of what we planned for. So
should I give my full disclosure if I start yelling or yelling to the crowd saying, hey, if I'm on a TV screen or a computer, you better, hey.
Turn your volume down. Just prepare.
Coach Forsyth might be screaming.
Oh, no. And we are off tonight. Obviously, when you get up to these heavier weights, you're going to see a lot more hand fighting, a lot less, shooting real-wise because they're not as agile, not as quick as these lighter weights.
Yeah, it looks like we're in a collar tie each guy, head-to-head, forehead to forehead. I'd like to see a little bit more level change, control the wrists and start getting some action going.
Again, lock up in that collar tie. Heavy hands is kind of the name of the game here. Kind of wanted that pull down, kind of into that front headlock.
Yep.
Trying to work each position.
Standing in the center of the mat's also important. This Denver wrestler, I think I've seen him wrestle before. Donovan Farrell, yep. So he's had some experience as well. So
yeah, Farrell's a freshman. Hitchcock is a senior.
They never did our spotlight, Zach. It looks like they left all the gym lights on. So no Carver Arena style.
Not as cool as Wapsie, We shut the lights off.
About 45 seconds left. It looks like Denver's trying to work an underhook. Still has that collar tie tied up. Oelwein takes a good shot. Stays on his knees. Now he bellies out. Denver works his way around. Oh, yeah.
Farrell trying to get around. Still has not been awarded the 2. Now he does. Hitchcock works right up to his feet. Trying to break that lock. He's kind of got to sit into that. They'll work on the edge of the mat.
With a stalling on green on the edge of the mat. Yeah, you got to return the guy. You only got about 4 or 5 seconds until you got to lift and return with your hips or let him go.
So an early return here, or early stall call, I should say. Farrell on the top position here. So an early stall call on Farrell that could play dividends later in the match.
15 seconds left. He lets him go. It's 1-2 with a stalling call on green. Wow. That's a good first period for a 215-pound match.
Yeah. You usually get to those heavier weights. Usually the first period is kind of just methodical, trying to feel the guy out, try to find weaknesses that you can exploit in those later periods.
Yeah, good point.
So Farrell gets the choice. He will defer. Hitchcock will take the bottom position to start period number 2. We are off. Farrell lets him right up. So we'll be back in the neutral position. 2-2 the score.
Back into their collar ties. They both feel comfortable here. I'm not the biggest fan of collar ties. I've been trying to teach the junior high kids, hey, if you're going to tie up, we're looking to score, Tying up shouldn't be a whole match or a whole period. It should be tying up and going within 5 to 10 seconds. No reason to wait around, so.
Yeah, and just trying to find a position. Hitchcock had that right wrist. Couldn't really do much with it. Farrell trying to pop the elbow, but as there's a shot from Hitchcock, kind of a hope shot there. He isn't really following through on it.
He got a cradle.
And now Farrell's got a cradle, but he loses it, but he'll get the takedown nonetheless. So 4-2 the score. Minute left here in the second period. Farrell, if you're Farrell here, you got to keep him down for the rest of the second period. You can't really let up any points.
So Oelwein is officially in our conference, correct?
Yes.
Yes. They just left the NEIC, which is where I grew up. So I wrestled quite a bit of Oelwein in my life.
For Farrell, you got to keep moving in this this top position. We've seen a lot of top position stall calls in the early parts of this year.
Got to return him. I guess he decides to let him go.
Let him go. 25 seconds left here in the second period. I will say something that's different this year. The weights have changed. A little bit different weight format. As there's another shot from Hitchcock. Farrell looking to cross face. He will get around for the 2 as the period almost expires, but before it does, Hitchcock will get an escape point, making our score 6-4 heading into the third.
Yeah, with 8 seconds left, you got to hold him down. You got to start looking for ankles, tight waist, anything to try to get him to return. Just a couple hip thrusts to try to drop him on his knees will just save that period 1 point, so it'd be 3-6 instead of 4-6.
And now Farrell, an aggressive decision here. He's going with the neutral position. Yeah, takedown will tie it. You got to remember, Farrell does have that stall call, so he starts to stall here in the later parts of this third period. Could get a little hectic. Oh, jeez. Wow, I was wrong. I've been saying it wrong the whole time, Wyatt.
Oh, that's all right.
This is Cam Tysinger for Denver.
Cam Tysinger instead of Farrell. All right. No, that's all right.
Thank God for Blake.
Yeah.
Tysinger will get another takedown here.
Hey, I'd rather make mistakes on Oelwein in Denver than Wapsie.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't know our own
That'd be bad. I think we'd have to quit at that point.
Tysinger's going to work a half here.
He's trying to work half Nelson. He's got that right wrist. Hitchcock works away. A tough ride here. Haven't really seen this much from Tysinger. A minute left here in the third. Tysinger up by 4. He's trying to work that half.
We're not seeing much action on bottom. The ref might look for a stall here on Oelwein.
As now he's got it. He's trying to keep his weight. There he goes.
Nice.
He's running him over. If he can pick up that leg, he might be able just to work him, flip him right over. As there he goes. He's got the back point count started. Looking for a fall, and he does. Cam Tysinger picks up the fall in the third period. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Sorry, 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the fall.
No, that was a great win for Denver. Way to get him started off with a pin there in the third. 28 seconds left.
An important 6 points.
Yeah,
for Denver.
This video board that Denver has, that's pretty stylish.
I'm a little interested here. I'm thinking maybe we started with some JV matches, you know?
That's all right.
You know, boy, it's been a rough start.
That's all right. Hey, I'm glad to be broadcasting with you, Mr. Bavers, though. Looks like we got a forfeit. Is this a forfeit at a JV meet? JV match.
You don't see him a whole lot.
Now we got Kale Lyons.
Thinking here, I'm looking. This
at
is
132.
Maybe we are doing. I'm struggling a little bit
Well,
here.
I think also the score clock is falling behind too, because I see Mr. Pickett down there, who's the
trying to fix it.
track wrestling tech for Denver's trying to work his way into fixing the clock as well.
He got a lot of stuff up and going for us last year.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to give a lot of credit to him for getting our streams up last year, because otherwise we would have been dead lost with some of the stuff we have. But
well,
hey.
You heard on Saturday, track wrestling went down across the nation.
Oh, really?
Yep, there was technical difficulties across the nation. Actually, my dad was watching the Las Vegas Invitational with Iowa State, and the screen went black, and the scores had to stop. So it was down for about an hour. It was pretty wild. I even heard out in North Carolina, they were down for 2 hours. So, you know, track wrestling, it's kind of now everyone's all in, so we got to make sure that that's up and running on tournament days.
Yeah, especially with big tournament weekends.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks to be that we're getting our stuff figured out.
There we go. Now they're getting the team score back up.
So we will be back wrestling at 1:44, I do believe. unless we're going to start at 138. I'm interested to see who the Huskies are, the Cyclones are going to send out. It seems to be, it's going to be Kenny Lamb at 138 here because Denver doesn't have anybody listed at 138. Yeah, so it will be Kenny Lamb to take the mat for the Cyclones here, taking on Oelwein's Austin Lickis.
Here we go. We got some action right away.
So, like I said, once we get to these lighter weights, you're going to see flurries of action. As I say that, not much is really happening. But we got a takedown right away, and Lamb
did a knee tap.
Takedown right to the back. He's working for a fall. Could be a quick one for Denver. He's got a minute 30, he does.
There you go.
Just a little over 30 seconds on the fall.
And he's excited. He looked up at the crowd and did a little flex there.
So Kenny Lamb picks up the win for the Cyclones. A quick one. Denver will take a 24-0 lead as we head to 144. So it will be Gavin McLaughlin for Denver, taking on Eric Sandhagen for Oelwein. I'm a little interested to see that I don't think we saw Cody Koepke go out there and wrestle tonight.
No, I think you're right.
Because it seemed like we went from 215 straight to 106. Did he pick up a? Yeah.
Oh, we got a hip toss. It looks like a failed hip toss that went out of bounds both up. That was some good action. Got to learn to scramble. Being mat aware is also important.
All right, I got some news.
You're good.
Apparently, the starting varsity weight was 120, like we said before.
Okay.
That 215 match was from 215 to 120 was all JV.
Okay.
So there we go. We got to figure it out.
That's all right. I don't know if they even announced it in the gym, so.
I don't think they did either. So I mean, we're just as clueless as everybody else. So
he does a sweep single here, sitting on the ankle.
He's got both ankles. That should be.
There's two.
There's the 2 takedown awarded there.
You got to work up.
And he does. Interesting to see that Denver not really being dominant in that top position like they usually are.
Man, this Denver wrestler, though, is quick. I've seen him shoot some low-ankle shots before, and he can get after it.
Getting that collar tie there. 30 seconds left here in the first, and another sweep single just blew by him. So get around the ankle, gets around the waist.
Good power
cuts
drive
off
there.
to a double, finishes for 2. Now he's got that right arm there. I believe he's got 2-on-1 wrist. Trying to.
Yep, keeping his pressure forward.
There he goes. Looks to be a half Nelson and another quick fall.
Very nice.
A minute 54. And Denver picks up another fall, pushing their lead to 30-0.
You know, Denver last year was a little inexperienced and kind of fell off there at the end. Not to throw shade at our rival, but they're coming out strong here versus Oelwein, so I'm more impressed than I thought I'd be.
So we will head to 150 pounds, where for the Oelwein Huskies, it'll be Reagan McKeeman. Trying to look at who they're sending out for Denver. This will get a lot easier when Wapsie comes out, you know? It's going to get a lot easier.
Nice underhook to a knee grab.
So we Bowden White for
good step behind.
The Cyclones.
Early takedown with only.
Crossface, looking for a cradle.
Nice.
Defended nicely. White's got had the right leg kind of in between McKeeman's legs. He's trying to work a tilt, seems to be.
He's got him loaded up. Got to get your hips on top. Now he's going chest to get a pin.
Circles around. He's got the armbar. And, man, the effort from McKeeman, the bridge there. And he's got to be careful with his shoulder.
Yep, ref stopped it. Potentially dangerous. Yeah, that's a lot of load on that shoulder. Got to be careful there. Unfortunately, they had to stop it for Denver, but back on top with 1 minute left.
So, minute 02 left to go. And I will say, something that I said earlier is Denver has not been very dominant in this top position so far. Seems to have changed.
Yeah. He's riding him tough. I mean, he's been doing it for over a minute now, so got to look for a turn here. Oelwein guy's got to really get his legs up, get some hand control, and start building, getting out. Nope.
There's a Steiner tilt. Good old Spencer Lee special. As a Hawkeye fan, I know a lot what that is. Unfortunately, he terrorized you for years.
I know. I was glad not to see him this year, but we still fell behind in the Cyhawk duel.
You know, hopefully the black and gold wins again tonight, you know?
Yeah. I'll cheer for the black and gold
I'll
tonight.
say, this is the duel where you get to cheer for the black and gold.
You bet.
Know? Another 2-point near fall for White. As we had the video boards going, and they just crashed for a moment.
Yeah, they
got a very cool system here in the Cyclone Center.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing I'll give them, is they got a very cool system here.
So Denver deferred.
White defers. McKeeman will take the neutral position, trying to work a takedown. White try to go for kind of a head pull down, try to get to that front headlock position.
He likes that underhook on the right side, but Owen's learning to grab his right wrist.
White just moving in these positions, really helping him. McKeeman had an opportunity there. And now White has this underhook on the right side. McKeeman trying to work it around.
Oh, good throw by the Denver gentleman.
Here. There you go.
There's the names. Oh, I butcher names, though. What happened to all the John Smiths and Brad Mitchells? I feel like those are common names.
Names that you can't really mess up, you know?
Yeah.
White trying to work this tilt again. He's got to get that shoulder 45 degrees.
Yeah, if he could scoot his hips out a little bit more and stretch out that outer leg, pull the arm again.
Tries to do so, but
they do have the major. He's up by 9, so
that'd be an extra 4 points instead of 3. Now he's got a cradle.
Wow, here we go.
He's got that arm, and McKeeman looks to be a bit stuck. As this is just textbook from White. He's got that right leg elevated. Obviously, he's hooked the left leg. He'll get another 3 near fall to push it to 12-0. So another 3-point near fall. He's got the technical major here.
He could go for a tech here if he gets 3 more. He needs to work. He's only got 15 seconds. He's going to look for a turn here. He's going to probably stick another leg in. That's his go-to.
So he's got about 2 minutes, 10 seconds to get 3 near fall points as the second period will end. He's trying to work the tilt.
Oh, ref swiping.
He gave him the 1 swipe, but that is all. So no points in that second period. It will be White's decision. He will take the bottom position. Maybe try to work yourself up, get out, get a takedown in this match.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be good effort on bottom here. And see, this is what I'm talking about, being enthusiastic, positive attitude, giving it your all. Just not giving up even when you're down by 13 points, but it's not looking good here.
And there's White with the takedown. That will be all. So 2 pins, maybe 3 pins, and then a technical victory for Bowden White to push the Cyclones ahead 15-0.
Yeah, that was good domination by the Denver wrestler Bowden White.
So as we head to 157 pounds, should receive a forfeit from
we're at 150.
So Xander Peterson will receive a forfeit, and we will head up to 165 pounds. It'll be Gage Wooldrick for the Cyclones facing off against Cooper Reisner of the Oelwein Huskies. Reisner, a junior. Woodrick, a senior. I take that back. We will not see Woodrick. We'll see Braden Beaumont. It seems to be we're having, they put these lineups out, then they switch them all. It's like we don't even know what's going on.
Oh, when I'm doing the U&I duels, running the head table, that's also confusing.
You run the head table for them?
I try to. I help out when I can, and it's stressful because
that's
sometimes.
That's gotta be a job.
Oh wow, Denver's already starting out strong here with putting the Oelwein guy on his back.
Right away, a throw. Reisner trying to fight off his back. He does. So it'll be an early 5-point move for the Cyclone.
Gage Woodrick is a senior. We've seen him before, and again, he's been progressively getting better and better every match. This will be a good matchup for our Wapsie gentlemen at 165 pounds. Oh, excuse me, this is Braden Beaumont.
Beaumont working on the edge of the mat. I believe he will get 2 more near falls as they go out of bounds. This is kind of a wake-up call here for Reisner here. You got to be able to work this position. Try to get out from the bottom. Try to work a takedown. As he goes for that sit-out switch. God, we are screwing up these names all night tonight. It's Hunter Johnson that's out there for the Oelwein Huskies.
Well, it looks like on the scoreboard over here it's saying 165 pounds, so we're all confused.
We're looking at like a bunch of different names, a bunch of different names listed at different weights. Meanwhile, a fall for Beaumont at 165 pounds. Denver will take a 47-0 lead. I know I've been jumping around with score a lot, but hey.
No, that's all right.
I don't know what's happening half the time.
Going back to this Gavin Woodrick, he is a strong wrestler, though.
So we will head up to 175 pounds. It will be Gage Woodrick for the Cyclones. Waiting on names for Oelwein here. I'm trying to figure it out. It will be Matthew Bratton, the listed 175-pounder.
Strong tie-up to start the first period.
Like we said, we're circling back around. We have, I like to apologize, we started at 120, so that was where we started tonight. So we will circle back around past the weights we saw earlier as Woodrick, the big head throw.
Oh, rolled across his own back, but saved it.
And now he's got the double unders again.
Oh, he got leg drop.
A throw! Matthew Bratton. Holy cow.
Wow. Hey, good re-attack. Good chest match there.
And I'm going to say after all of that, no near fall points. We're 2-2.
You bet. Oh, nope. Ref just showed 2. 2 for green.
So 2 for Denver. So we will have a 4-2 lead for Gage Woodrick. And Woodrick will get out from that bottom position, but what a start.
Hey, that got the crowd alive a little bit. I heard a little bit more action from our fans here.
Yeah, I will say, we said Wapsie Valley travels. Yeah, they travel pretty well. There's more Wapsie fans than Denver fans
You
here.
bet.
This seems to be like a Greco-Roman match, you know?
Yeah,
it's just
chest.
upper body, throws, all that sort of stuff.
No leg attacks yet. I'm seeing a lot of, upper body moves, and looks like they're stuck in a clinch here in the short offense. There we go. Now we're both neutral.
15 seconds left here in the first.
Hey, we got 38 listeners and watchers. That's kind of nice.
The home duels, gather more of a crowd. But
okay, yeah.
It is what it is.
I think you were up to 300 to 400 for that postseason volleyball.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in total, we've had over 1,500.
Wow. Football probably brings that in, too.
Yeah, football will bring that in. Volleyball does really well. Basketball did really well. Obviously, last year's duel at Lisbon pulled very well.
Absolutely.
So it's like, you get done, you see all the views, you're like, dang, pretty good.
Yeah. Holding on to each other's neck here. Start the second.
Minute 45. 5-2 the score in favor of Gage Woodrick.
Oh, I guess I have a fellow friend watching. She told me that I was supposed to announce that I'm going to be a girl dad.
Oh, congratulations.
She goes, hey, make sure the public knows that I'm going to have a daughter. So
congratulations.
Now back to wrestling. Enough about my personal life.
Working on the edge of the mat, 1:12 left to go. Snap down there from Woldrick. Has that overhook. Over-unders as they will go out of bounds. It's been more of a neutral position here in the second period.
Yeah, I would like to see more level changes, less tie-ups again, more fakes, control the guy's wrists.
You're just a man of the people.
I know.
People always want action. They always want moving, and it's caused a lot of rule changes in major sport. You're a man of the people.
Hey, I grew up in the state of Iowa, baby. That's where action happens, and I highly enjoy it.
So 30 seconds left here in the second period. Working on that outer edge of the mat. Circling around, head ties, collar ties.
There's
a first lower body shot, comes with 20 seconds left in the second period.
You got to make it one motion. When you go underneath, you got to continue the action, but he just shot in and kind of hesitated, and that's where the Oran guy got to sprawl hard on him.
For a headlock. This will be very important if he gets the 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll be the end of the second period, and we're 5-2 in favor of Woldrick. That could have been a very important 2 for Brenton.
Yeah. Finishing the end of periods is huge. So that would have been 4-5, and looks like Denver's going to go down and continue scoring points if he can get out.
So Woldrick takes the bottom position. Bratton on the top position. Woldrick looks for a switch. He grabs the head, chucks it around. He's in that front headlock position. He'll gain the escape.
Very nice.
Did you always teach us not to grab the head that position?
It's unorthodox, but I guess Woldrick right there, it worked for him. So, everyone's got their own spunk and their own kind of style. I just say make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad position. So
you're the chocolate-covered sundae guy.
I am a great chocolate-covered sundae. Oh, we have a little toss at the end. Out of bounds before you can get 2.
That's tough on the edge of the mat. Could have been 2 for Woldrick. Looking to maintain those points of contact and bounds. It's not like college wrestling where if it's only one guy in bounds, I think both guys have to be in bounds for it to stay in bounds.
Yeah, you usually want 2 points of contact. A hand, an elbow with a knee or an ankle or a foot. That's usually where the ref will be more lenient for a takedown on the end.
I mean, that famous, drag the toe as the guy kind of shucks away the takedown.
Absolutely. Here's the first leg attack we've seen.
Woldrick trying to pull that knee in. Bratton doing a great job defending as we will clear out. 45 seconds left to go. Bratton's got to start taking some more shots if he wants to have a chance in this duel. You're looking for that 5-point move that he almost had back in the first period.
Yeah, he needs to go more chest and more action. Need to look for those under ties. He's in bad head position right here, though, with an outside tie. He needs to get his feet moving.
Seems a little tired heading into this third period. 20 seconds left. The fatigue is setting in. He's got a body lock.
Oh, here we go.
This is dangerous.
And
it pays off.
Not enough time left, though, to win the match, I don't think.
He's cutting them. Even then, you're still down by 3. Maybe college you have a shot, but not high school.
Yeah, good point.
As that will do her. Woldrick fends off the scare.
Hey.
As he will pick up a 7-4 decision victory to put the Cyclones up 50-0.
That will be a good, a conference semifinal match. I believe we will see at the postseason tournament. So, that was good to see. I was really happy to see that one.
So we head to 190 pounds, the big jump. We will see Corbin Hill for the Cyclones taking on Nolan Lamphere for the Huskies. Yeah, I got it right. Got it right. I will say, I mean, we're familiar to our Wapsie guys where we know them. We know how they wrestle. You know, we know more about them. For these two, we're kind of just calling it on the fly. You
Absolutely.
know, we don't know a whole lot. And even though we are wrestling fans, you're probably more invested than I am. I mean, you're a Cyclone fan. I'm a Hawkeye fan. So it kind of, goes either way.
Yeah, yep. But I would say it runs in every Iowan's blood, seeing wrestling, cheering on the sport. So I'm just glad you're here, Zach, and thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, big scramble there to start the first. No points awarded.
Again, back to that collar tie, just sitting there ear to ear.
Trying to get the headlock.
Oh.
Hill, can Lamphere kind of pull his head out of it?
He's wrestling on his knees. He's not strong enough here. Oh, or is he?
Oh, Hill gets the head throw. Hill sit it back and gets the fall.
Hey, there we go.
What a head throw from Corbin Hill. Man, from his knees.
We even have replay on this? That is cool if we have replay.
Blake's working on it. No? Dang it. Come on, Blake.
Well, Mr. Boer will have to have that ready for our Wapsie boys.
So it'll be Donovan Farrell for the, who we thought was wrestling the 215 match earlier. Now he is. Donovan. Jeez, voice crack.
No, you're all right. Hey.
Donovan Farrell will be taking on Wyatt Hitchcock. Dayton Logan? Okay, Dayton Logan.
Dayton Logan. Oh, we got another head pinch or throw. Here we go, headlock.
Farrell again. The Cyclones working the head throw. This time it looks like Logan can work his way out. Farrell trying to kind of sit back.
No, he's still got his first period conditioning going, so he was able to fight that one off pretty strong.
4-point move for the Cyclone. I don't like to say Cyclone, It's,
yeah, you do.
It's not in my blood.
It'll grow on you.
My DNA is a Hawkeye,
Hey, the Cyhawk men's basketball games tonight, too. So if anyone wants to throw in the live chat.
We're 2-0, baby.
Oh, no.
2-0.
Oh, no, we got a cradle.
Now Farrell working the cradle. Logan trying to kick his way out of it, but to no avail. Farrell pick up the pinfall victory.
One more, and then we get to see our Warriors.
And it will be for the Denver Cyclones, Cody Kepke taking on Spencer Michaels of the Oelwein Huskies.
Yeah, this will be good. Cody Kepke's starting to come along. I saw him in middle school, and he was trying it out. I think it was his 7th grade was his first year, but it's good. It's good. Good to see him out here in varsity. I even taught his older brother Luke Kepke. So if Luke's listening, hi Luke. It was good seeing your little brother out here wrestling.
A body lock there from
nice.
Kepke got the leverage over Michaels, and Michaels went for the head throw. Kepke, with his speed and agility, able to work his way around it. And even though Kepke, he's at that 285 weight, he's very fast, very agile.
He's got that strong grip strength, too. He shows dairy, and you got to hold on to those dairy steers and dairy cattle. So he's got good strength on those wrists. Pulls a 2-on-1 in underneath. Looking for something, maybe a turn.
Kind of throws it out. Minute 14 left here in the first period. Michaels looks for a sit out. Kepke follows behind.
The assistant coach, Wolfensberger, over there is telling him to drive, belly him out, which is good important skills right there.
Kind of want that forward pressure.
There he goes, too, with it.
So now you're into this point where you're kind of having to work that half Nelson like I was just about to say, and he gets it.
Hey, bread and butter moves right there. Work.
That's bread and butter.
Now,
and the fall. Cody Kepke gets the pinball victory for the Cyclones. God, do I not like to say that word.
Way to wrap that up for the – no, I guess looks like I see a 106-pounder going out for a forfeit, though.
So 68-0 are the Cyclones. And we'll circle back around to 106. We'll have a few forfeits at 106-113 to end the duel. So it will be 80 to nothing, the final score. Denver will pick up the duel victory. And
that's pretty good math.
Why'd you see? What did you see?
I saw a lot of good head throws, and I didn't know I'd be seeing those tonight out of Denver, so that was pretty important. You know, I saw that lat throw not too long ago, and then the head toss. Good edge of the mat wrestling, too. So
I think we'll have some more JV matches to wrap it up, but nonetheless, Cyclones pick up an 80 to nothing duel victory.
I see our Wapsie Warriors starting to come out of the hallway. They look mentally prepared. You know, it's good to see them loose. Even some giggles and laughs even just show that they're not over-nervous, overwhelmed. So,
yeah, and Wapsie Valley will be taking on Oelwein after the conclusion of this duel. We might take a little bit of a break in between there to kind of get things situated. I think I gotta.
Yeah, hope I'm not sniffling because I got some congestion going.
I'm in the same boat. We're all sick.
Yeah.
But so heading into this Wapsie Valley Oelwein duel, what are you looking forward to?
You know, I'm really looking forward to just seeing our lightweights get after, especially some of the inexperienced guys that we have. You know, some ninth graders on the team. Let's see them get after it and score some points. Sometimes it's not necessarily about winning. It's about scoring points in good position, having a good setup, penetration shot, and then finishing the shot and being tough on top.
So that will conclude our duel here tonight. Denver will pick up the 80 to nothing duel victory over Oelwein. Up next, the Warriors take the mat to take on the Oelwein Huskies. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back here on the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. Alrighty, welcome back to Denver High School here, and we are ready to go for Wapsie Valley and Oelwein. But before we do, we'll get to our Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap. Protect your largest investment with our reliable roofing and gutter services. If you want to make your roof last as long as possible, it is vital that you never put off a major roof repair. Small issues with roofing become big issues in a hurry. No matter how major or minor the repair you need, we are here to help. We offer roofing contracting, storm damage repair, gutter replacement, and residential and commercial roofing. Call Mitch at 319-415-2472 or Lou at 319-415-5547. And now, as we get into this Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap, the final score tonight, 80-0 in favor of the Denver Cyclones. As, you know, when you have nothing out there, you're not going to win any matches. So Denver leads in all categories. 1 decision, 1 tech fall, 6 falls, and 6 forfeits, all in favor of the Cyclones. So we are getting set for.
This is we're starting an exhibition here. So Andrew
JV?
T versus Wyatt Hitchcock of Oelwein.
Hitchcock loses the headgear. Teed off to a fast start. I believe this is his first match as a Wapsie Valley wrestler.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen him get after. This is nice.
So they're working on the edge of the mat. Teet working on that right side there, kind of moving sides. Gets that half Nelson. And they're going to give 1 point to Hitchcock for the full Nelson. And I believe we will head back to neutral. So, Wyatt, before we get into the varsity section of this duel, what are you looking forward to?
Let's see here. I wonder if we're starting off with Dallas Tissue here because I see him warming up first. So that would be nice if we started out at 138. Since we started out at 126 last duel, is that correct?
I believe we start at 120.
120,
So we'll start at 126 with Brody Kleitch.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, seeing Brody getting some takedowns. He's very good at hand control and wrist control. You know, staying low. He's a low guy, so him staying low and being able to just attack a guy's leg. It looks like Andrew T's going to get a pin here.
As they will go out of bounds. But I think if you're looking forward to this duel, it's going to be interesting to see how, Wapsie kind of, takes on Oelwein, especially with Oelwein having the open weights that they do. And it looks like, like we saw with that Wapsie Jessup duel, Wapsie couldn't find a way to fill that gap that they had.
Yeah.
Tonight, Denver has found a way to fill that gap.
Yep.
And that could be very important heading into this next duel, from taking a forfeit, which is 6 points, to maybe a decision, which is 3,
Yes.
or a major, which is 4. Or even if you give up a technical fall, it is only 5, not 6.
Yes, and that's important. Looking for bonus points, scoring more points. Good job, Andrew T. Hey, look at the team. They're enthusiastic, coming and shaking and supporting their teammate.
So Andrew T will pick up the win. Like I said, Wapsie's a little bit, it doesn't have as many JV wrestlers as they have had. They have some guys who are out sick. Caleb Hogan, I believe, is out sick. They have some other guys that just aren't really here today. Something that's new tonight, I believe, instead of, as we see, Brody Kleitch will walk out and take a forfeit. Surprised.
Nope.
They are open there.
So
Creighton Zimmerman will also receive a forfeit. I was looking at that 138, and I was like, they have a guy there.
Oh, that's all right.
So Dallas Tissue will lead us off. Like you said, he will be taking on Austin Lickis, of Oelwein.
Dallas got himself into a couple bad positions versus Jessup. But he did look pretty good. He got after it at the Chris Davis tournament, and especially in the finals. It was really good to see him scoring points.
Tissue in on a takedown right away. A quick 2.
Shoots again with that sweep single, scoring points again right away. 2 takedowns within 20 seconds of the first period. That's nice. Even going for his third. Oelwein does show some inexperience here. and Dallas is taking full advantage of that.
Tissue having his way. I'm interested to see if Tissue's going to go for the fall once he gets up to that that point of where you're getting to that technical fall range. If you're going to start working for the fall instead of just going for that tech fall, you want to get 6 instead of 5.
Absolutely. Having controlled aggression. When you know you're more experienced and more talented and harder working than the other guy, and you're looking for bonus points to help your team, making sure it's controlled, making sure you know mat awareness, know what the score is, because sometimes people just continue the action too fast, and they'll either get themselves in trouble or won't know what the score is and having to just settle for a major or a tech when actually you could get a pin.
As they will go out of bounds. Tissue back to the center. Tissue again on the take, down on the edge of the mat. 10-4 as they will go out of bounds.
Dallas is going to go back up again. Oh, Coach Carl just made a good point that we got 2 scoreboards here, and one clock's running and one isn't, so we made sure that we're looking at the right clock here because up on the big board it's still at 2 minutes.
It's like that clock has not really been running all night tonight for sure.
No, unfortunately.
So 12-6, the score. 6-point lead for Tissue. Now an 8-point lead.
Now he's going for the pin.
Works Lickless over to his back. And it looks to be like he's going to get the fall here. He's working around, and he does. Tissue the fall for the Warriors to start it off.
Very nice.
The
Good
Warriors
job,
will take a
Dallas.
6-0 lead.
Good job, Dallas. That was a very good job to get ahead, stay ahead, and then execute.
Blake, I think Blake's trying to tell me it's 18. It is not 18. We started with JV matches, didn't we?
18-0.
In no way, shape, or form is Andrew Teed on my lineup sheet. Oh, shoot. I forgot about the 2 forfeits.
That's all right.
Never mind.
And here's Caden Dana, one of my former junior high wrestlers. I'm excited to see him compete here on a duel versus Oelwein.
I think we said earlier in that duel against Jessup that Dana has that motor, and you've known this firsthand. Towards that third period, he tends to get tired. The fatigue kind of sets in for him, but he's definitely got a motor that runs in that first period.
Yeah, look at this first period takedown. Absolutely.
So they will go out of bounds. Dana will be taking on Eric Sandhagen.
He's riding tough, controlling that far elbow. He really likes this armbar, this chicken wing on the back with the far wrist and run around the head.
Very typical bread and butter wrestler.
Yes, yep. Breaking him down is most important here before you try to run it. Getting him off his knees, putting pressure on his hips. There he goes. See how he sits right there on his quad, on his hamstring, excuse me. He's going to work in a half instead.
For somebody like Dana who came from Jessup not too long ago, I believe he came from Jessup to Wapsie Valley.
Oh, look at this.
The fall.
Good job, Caden Dana. That was impressive. Very good to go after that half in the first period even.
Caden Dana picks up his first win as a varsity wrestler in a fall. Dual win. All right, Blake, chill. Goodness gracious. I wasn't even there.
Here we go. We got one of our senior
It's
leaders,
for the
Easton
clicks.
Crawl.
Makes a better headline, all right? Chill. No, we're joking around. It's great. Easton Crawl. I get a lot of flack because people say I give Blake a hard time, but yeah, we joke around. He gives me a hard time about stuff.
That's all right. He needs it every once in a while. Voice of the Warriors.
Official. We can call him official, you know? He's been the voice of the Warriors for a long time.
Look at Easton go. Takedown within the first 25 seconds. Easton's been a great leader for even the junior high kids. He's been even showing up to some of my junior high practices early in the morning. It's good to have some senior leadership and have the junior high kids listen to him. He's got great experience. He does a lot of club practice, and he's got an older brother and a younger brother that he mentors and mentee of.
Yeah, Krall's got an older brother who is the assistant coach, and then also a younger brother who wrestles at the 113 weight.
He's got to be careful here. The ref will blow that. Just want to make sure you don't put stress on the shoulder.
It looks to be that McKeeman's shoulder tends to be a little tender here.
Easton's pressure on top is incomparable to other wrestlers. He just knows how to keep the chest flat, the hips flat, on your toes too. This ref does not like this chicken wing with the far wrist. That's Easton's bread and butter, but
Brian Krall showing a little. He's disagreeing just a little bit.
Looks like that there's some controversy here, but.
And I will say that was a bit of a quick whistle there from our referee here about that shoulder. I really didn't think he had it across the, that kind of, they have like a little line there. It's like right when you get over that certain point of that angle kind of degree there, that's when they call it. And that first one that he called, I'll give it to him. It looked like Krall kind of had it worked over the back of his head. But that second one, it was perfectly legal.
Yeah, I think this ref has made a comment to Coach Krall and to Easton himself saying, hey, the fist has to be flat. You can't arch your wrist, which is not something I've ever heard of. But looks like Easton went for something else. Looks like a cowboy. Looks like armbar across the back, grab the far wrist, lift the head. Great execution. Yes.
A fall for the Warriors. Easton Krall give the Warriors a 30-0 lead. As now we will see Kanan Decker take the mat. At 157, he'll take a forfeit. And then we will head to 165 where, in my opinion, I like to say he's one of my favorite wrestlers on this team, Garrett Miller. He just brings the energy, brings the lights, brings the fireworks every night.
Absolutely. Garrett the Bulldog Miller.
So he will take the mat to take on Cooper Reinsner of Oelwein.
And, man, he is physically maturing. I can see his muscles clear from the top balcony.
Miller very strong in that upper body. He's just very strong all around. He's got a lot of power. Look at that nice high crotch.
Nice.
To a body lock. Take him down for 2. God, I mess this up every time. Hunter Johnson taking the mat. Cooper Reinsner must wrestle up or something. I don't know. That's what they did the last duel, or the last few matches. The last duel against Denver, they wrestled up a lot of guys.
Near side of Craigle. 2 legs running up the knee. Oh, that's tight.
And a quick fall. Just about 40 seconds. 38 seconds to be exact. As Garrett Miller picks up the fall victory. Give the Warriors a 42-0 lead. So now we will see at 170 pounds, Brock Kleitsch takes the mat. 175, yeah. Did I say 170?
That's all right.
Okay.
175, though. You're good.
Brock Kleitsch should take on Matthew Bratton. Yeah. There we go. Got a name right. Well, yeah, that's half the issue. Yeah, Blake pointed out we got new weights this year. I said it earlier. You're still getting used to those. You can remember the old weights that we used to have, 170, 180.
They changed them, I think, back in June or early July, but they didn't fully announce them.
Yeah.
Which kind
of
caused.
It wasn't like some big announcement that they brought out. It was kind of just like, hey, we got new weights.
Oh, Brock goes to his go-to, which is the cradle, and he's got it tight and gets a pin.
Near side cradle. Puts him away. Sorry to interrupt you. But
oh, you're fine.
Near side cradle puts him away. We'll head to 190. The Warriors have a 48-0 lead. We'll see Jake Shore taking on Nolan Lamphere. Actually, maybe not. Jake Shore will see him a forfeit. He doesn't seem too happy.
Yeah,
put it that way.
Some confusion there, but that's all right.
2:15. I'm interested to see who the Warriors are going to send out. looks to be Grayson Miller. The lineup has it listed as Hayden Ryard. But apparently it's going to be Grayson Miller as we await. And, yeah, it will be Grayson Miller. He's going to head up to the head table, get himself checked in.
Now, Grayson's an upper body wrestler, so we may see some big throws here and see what he's after. You know, last year he wrestled at AAU districts and made the state tournament for the middle school, and he had some big throws at the district tournament in Waverly.
So we are here at 2:15 for the Huskies. It's Dayton Logan. And we got to stop. We have a stoppage here.
Oh, the clock's not running.
They need to
Clock's not running.
this.
Am I the only one that notices in the entire gym? There you go. Lost 10 seconds, but that's all right.
A little bit extra 10 seconds, you know. Maybe when we get a stoppage, we'll have a 10-second runoff. I don't know. You can see the three guys down at the scorer's table there. They were all kind of like, hey, hey, hey.
Oh, yeah. I definitely – they're a little bit – uh-oh. Oelwein takes a all right shot but can't finish, and Grayson's going to try to execute off of that. Good takedown. Sprawl, go behind. Now he's going to try to chest lock, but the Oelwein guy's got his leg. Grayson's got to scoop back, cross-face hard. We're going to see Grayson give him one, I believe. No, still chest to chest. Grayson's going to try to find leverage here. Grayson has a strong whizzer with head position. Good position, but they're going to give Oelwein one.
So Logan will get the escape. Miller's still up 2-0. So we'll say we talk about it. You know, Wapsie's taking on Denver later tonight. We got some competition there. You can see Mr. Pickett down there. He's running his own live stream.
I do see that. I hope people tune into ours and not his.
Yeah, don't click away. You better stay here. I should have never said that. But hey, don't click away.
Looks like there was the refs did notice the clock wasn't running in the first period. I think they did have like a 7-second runoff. So second period, there's about 35 seconds left. Grayson likes the back of the guy's head. He likes to wear a guy out by pulling his head, but he's got to be careful not to pull him into his legs. Now he's working an underhook.
Logan attempted high crotch there. Now he does go for the high crotch. Miller in the front headlock, 20 seconds. He's got to work his way around. He's got that near leg. He's got to work himself around. Logan has that arm, though. He's looking for maybe an ankle pull, cross face, something of that sort.
Short time, Grayson. You got to step behind, get your wrist free. There you go. Now that's 2 points.
He'll get the 2-point takedown as the period expires. And
look at this.
Look at this.
Very
maybe,
nice.
maybe we're prepping for the Wapsie Denver duel. See the spotlight lower. The lights, some of the lights shut off.
I see Coach Krall getting out of his chair and walking towards the head table. I wonder if he has any technical questions or asking about the spotlight even. So I think the score may be screwed up, but the period's still going to run.
And as that question gets resolved, Krall will head back to his seat. To the Wapsie side, you know. So a minute 47 left here in this second period. I will say this has been our first little closely contested match.
I would say so, yep. Even with Grayson being a 9th grader, he's still showing improvement here and really, again, getting after it. I see 3 takedowns in a row, which is just amazing by Grayson Miller.
Yeah, Logan, a junior, Miller, a freshman. Miller trying to work that top position ride here. Logan goes for a sit out. No good.
You know, it's nice having an older brother, Garrett Miller, showing him mentorship and showing him some moves so it can keep Grayson right on the train as a freshman here.
Miller still riding hard. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. So we await 285. Where it'll be Derek Hilson back and Spencer Michaels. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Not a lot has happened. A takedown early, so we'll head out of bounds.
I do think you got to have mat awareness on the edge of the mat, saying there's 30 seconds left. I got a 2-on-1. I'm trying to look for a turn here. Maybe try to pull him back in and keep the period going. Because now the Oelwein guy's going to get a reset. You don't have your 2-on-1 anymore. Don't have your pressure forward. He's going to have a chance to get him away, unfortunately, like I just said.
Switch. Logan working away.
Uh-oh, chest body. Body lock. Nope.
Miller working that whizzer. They're going to give him the 1-point escape. Miller clears. 15 seconds to go. 6-2 the score.
Owen's got a 2-on-1, but bad head position, and it looks like Grayson's going to try to attack the legs with 8 seconds left.
He's got double unders. Miller looks for a head throw. No good. I will say that's one of the most climactic moves in wrestling. You're just waiting for it to happen.
You bet. It would be very interesting to see a big man throw, though.
Hear the thud. You know, it's
Here we go, third period. Both up.
6-2 the score. 2 minutes on the clock as we start the third period here at 215 pounds.
Grayson has his wrist tied up. He's got to clear that.
Again, some heavy hand fighting. Minute 30. Attempted snap down there from Miller.
Oh, good reattack.
Logan on the reattack. He's got the shot. He's got that ankle kind of hooked. Miller with that whizzer.
Yep, got to get your legs back. Got to stay tough here in this position. Owen's going to execute.
And look at the defense from Miller to stay out of danger. 6-2 to score.
Again, we're early in the season, so we're seeing a little bit of conditioning come into play here. You know, it's both guys just looked up at the clock, but still got a minute left in the third. So
this is do or die time for Logan. He's got to start taking some shots, looking for some throws. Miller playing some good defense. 40 seconds to go. Both coaches trying to voice. And now we have a stall call on Logan.
but a good high crotch. Got to finish here.
Miller sprawls, and he will get the 2 takedown. That could be all she wrote for Logan. 10 seconds left.
If we could get some bonus points here, that would show really good promise by our freshman here at 2:15.
So you're up by 6, a takedown for 2-point near fall. Nets you the technical, or sorry, not the technical, major decision. That'll be tough to get. Logan trying to work his way out. 7 seconds to go. Switch from Logan. Turns back into Miller. And they will clear out, and that will do it all. So 8-3, the final score here in this match. The Warriors take a 57-0 lead as we head to the big man.
You bet, Derek Hilsenbeck. You know, Wapsie wrestles this weekend at Mount Vernon. It's going to be a good challenge for our Wapsie Warriors because there's going to be a lot of good teams there. You know, Lisbon's there, and we've had some competition with Lisbon in the past. They're down this year with some younger guys. They lost some seniors, but still a lot of good competition. Mount Vernon is a tough team with a tough tournament. So after this, let's hydrate up and be ready. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for us to recuperate and be ready for Saturday.
I will say, I'm a little biased, you know, because I wrestled heavyweight a lot. I wrestled the heavier weights. This is my favorite weight to watch. I love to see just the big guys go at it. It's great.
And Hilsenbeck, you know, he moved up to heavyweight this year, so seeing him, you know, his offensive side show up at heavyweight's kind of abnormal. Look at that. Takedown right away with 26 seconds right away in the first. That was cool.
Yeah, you see the big guys, and you know, you see Hilsenbeck, you're like, man, he's not really a heavyweight, is he? But he has that speed, the agility that you need from a heavyweight. And I'm interested to see how that's going to combat with Cody Koepke later on tonight.
You bet. You bet. That will be a good matchup.
Hilsenbeck.
With a butcher, it looked like.
And the fall.
Quick pin by Derek. Good job, Hilsenbeck.
44 seconds the fall for Derek Hilsenbeck. As we turn the lineup over, head back to 106. It'll be Caden Belinsky who will receive a forfeit. So Belinsky and Kroll will receive forfeits. Then we'll head to 120 where it should be Landon Frost versus Gabriel Clenworth, sorry.
It was good to see Caden Belinsky win the Chris Davis tournament last weekend. He looked really promising and really looked good versus some of our local Northeast teams. Good to see Sawyer receive a forfeit and looking forward to him wrestling Denver. Sawyer's a really good student. I got to give him a shout out for being a good academic scholar. Works hard in the classroom.
And I guess Landon Frost will also receive a forfeit. And looks like that should do her. So, you know, we say it a lot. The Warriors, they won up the Cyclones tonight. 81-0.
Yeah, that's nice.
The final score. Just the little things, you know, the little things. But the Warriors pick up a dual victory over Oelwein, 81-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with our Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap here in just a minute. We thank you for listening to the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. Alrighty, welcome back to Denver, Iowa. We are getting set for the main event. Wapsie Valley will take on Denver in just a little bit. But right now, we will get to our Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap. And it was all Warriors in this one. One decision, no major decisions either way. 6 falls and 7 forfeits, all going the Warriors' way. Wyatt, I guess you don't have your headset on. You getting it?
Had to eat a little bit of popcorn.
Wyatt, what'd you like to see from the Warriors in that duel?
Yeah, I really liked, obviously we don't match up. Oelwein doesn't match up very much in a dual team. They're going to be more of a tournament team, if anything. So not much to see from there. You know, a lot of first period pins, which is nice to see from us. I think most important was to see Grayson Miller as a freshman finishing a period winning in up. So I think that was very cool to see. Obviously, Hilsenbeck, we had our seniors really looking strong. So, yeah. But Denver, again, didn't get to see much out of Oelwein with all the forfeits, but Denver we got some good matchups coming up. So
I think we kind of expected that going into tonight with, Oran, or it's not Oran, Oelwein having a lot of open weights. But, you know, I think as we get going, we're going to get into our Little Wapsie Communications preview here. And Little Wapsie Communications, their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbank, ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. For plans, pricing, and more information, call 319-279-3375. So, Wyatt, as we head into the main event tonight, what are you looking forward to?
So I see some other freshmen warming up. You know, I see Wally Kaufman warming up. You know, I don't know if he'll be wrestling today, but he looked good at the JV tournament at the Chris Davis Invitational this weekend. I see J.J. Seaman warming up. So obviously I look for those guys because being the junior high coach, I saw them a lot last year. So looking at that, I know Kanan Decker didn't get a match in. I'd like to see him get after it. You know, he cut the weight. He's ready to go. He's conditioned. So seeing some of those guys get a match in. I got to give a shout out. The Cyclones are beating the Hawks right now, 50-31, and
that's you're not allowed to say that.
I have to. I had to look up the score.
Off. You're not allowed to.
And I know it's basketball. I don't really watch basketball. To be honest, I don't know much more than just the head coach. So
take your headset off. You're done.
Should I look at the NFL score? Oh, it looks like the Patriots are winning 7-3 in the first quarter. Excuse me.
There's your main sports recap, and that is our Little Wapsie Communications preview tonight. We are getting set for the main event tonight as the captains hit center circle. We're going to turn the lights off, get the spotlight going. How about that?
I know, and we even talked to a tech guy, and he said there was supposed to be a fog machine and possible shooting fire, but he said, nah, just not
Hazards.
tonight. Hazards, yeah.
Screw it. Do
it.
You gotta go full Carver for it.
That would be sweet, absolutely.
It's like this is it. We got the lights, camera, action. You know.
Yeah, we got the music cranked. The fans are tuning in. So coming back from the concession stands. Now it looks like all our wrestlers are moving too. It's good to see them moving like a shark. That's what I always say. Sharks never stop moving. Like to see wrestlers like that. Never stop moving. Always be pacing.
So we will plan to start this duel at 144 pounds. I do believe 132. I thought we started at 138 last duel. No? Start at 126, huh? Okay. Well, according to Blake, we're starting at 132. So we will see Creighton Zimmerman take on Cale Lyons to start the duel tonight.
You know, so what they might be waiting for, Zach, is obviously the time rule. You got to wait between matches. There's got to be a certain amount of time. I believe, and someone can say in the chat if I'm wrong, but they corrected the time this year of wait time between matches. I think last year it was 45 minutes, and now I think it's down to 30 between wait time between matches. So I think that's possibly what they're waiting for is why they're waiting to start this duel is because you got to have wait time in between matches, which is a little obscure to think of, but obviously I'm in the mindset of always looking to score points and being aggressive and not worrying about a conditioning standpoint, but I understand the safety and the aspect of that, why we have that in the sport. So
you're saying like we have to wait 30 minutes before we can get going with this?
It's from the first match.
Okay.
From the first match. So you'll see that.
You could see that because fatigue sets in. You know, you're looking at guys who get tired from wrestling matches over and over. So.
Recovery time's important. And you'll see that a lot next week at the Battle of Waterloo. When we wrestle down there, and
that's probably a big thing when you got multiple duels going at once and everybody's rotating and stuff like that.
Correct, yeah, and so they'll have to wait between rounds. That'll be at Young Arena. They haven't came out with brackets yet or who we're facing, but that's always a great tournament with high-level teams from 1A, 2A, and 3A. So I wrestled in that. That was a great time. I wrestled anywhere from Clear Lake, Osage, Alburnett. I wrestled Waverly a lot. We even wrestled Davenport Assumption, so teams from all over the state are there.
Yeah, and you said earlier that you talked to me earlier today about possibly going to broadcast the Battle of Waterloo. I think it'd be a great idea. I don't know about Blake, but hey, that'd be great if we were able to go broadcast the Battle of Waterloo. You
gotta get you out of school, Zach. If it's in the morning, it'll be 9 a.m. wrestle time.
Oh, well. That's a no-go. I ain't wrestle as all the streaming rights to that. That stinks. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't go do it. But hey, there it goes. It looks like I'm not getting out of school. Sorry.
Oh, sorry to the fans.
Yeah. Mom's probably sitting at home like, yes.
It's good to see all these little kids here. Look at all these youth kids from Denver here. You know, it's exciting. I like the future. So.
Still waiting on that wait time, and I guess talking about support. Enjoying Wapsie Valley live Warrior sports and events from the comforts of your own home for free? Consider a donation to Wapsie Valley's Venmo to help keep the streams going and at no cost to fans. Look for the link in the video description below.
I guess I'll give a shout out to my wife. She's listening. She's just getting off work. She just worked a 12-hour shift yesterday at Allen Hospital. She works 12 hours today. She's going to work a 12-hour shift tomorrow.
Dang.
She is a mad woman. She works hard. So Oh, we are seeing Wally Kaufman start out.
So this is 126 pounds. I don't know if this is the start to the varsity duel, if this is a JVX submission.
I think you're probably right, but Wally comes in strong with a head toss. There we go.
I'm confused. I can't really hear Blake. Give me a second.
Wally gets reversed here, but still working up.
So this is Riley. Jeez, I cannot say names tonight.
You're all right.
Riley Brandt and Wally Kaufman wrestling a JV 126 match before we start our varsity portion of this duel.
Oh.
Look at the big board up there. You got the fire.
There you go. There's the fire.
You know, we're looking
virtual fire.
We're looking.
Now we got live stream. Oh no, get rid of it. They're still working on that. Wally's flat, trying to fight off a butcher, gets to his knees. Got to fight off a cradle now. This Denver guy's definitely looking for multiple turns.
A little bit, you know, those taller guys, they have an advantage with all that length, those lengthy arms, lengthy legs. They're very good at those cradles. Cannon Yeager especially, that was his go-to. The bread and butter for him, near side cradles. He was very good at it.
Yes.
He was very good at it. He made it almost to the state finals with it.
Yeah. It was good seeing Cannon wrestle. Oh, Wally gets an escape here with a missing cradle or slippage.
So 3-2 in favor of Kaufman.
Trying to get to the leg, but he's stuck with an outside. There he goes.
Kaufman, I mean, he had the throw by there, but Brent was able to get the ankle there, almost in a bad position, but they go out of bounds.
I would like to see the ref let that continue wrestling there. It looks like, you know, they weren't totally out of bounds. He still saw multiple points of contact in the black. So, but I understand, you know, sometimes you get aggressive on the edge and you start scrambling. Refs are going to call that a little quick out of bounds.
Kaufman right to that collar tie. They'll clear out. Kaufman, those level changes, you've seen him. He'll come in and kind of fake the level change and kind of just work that nutrition game.
Yes. Wally's really good at getting through the hands. I'm really impressed by that with him, especially when a guy's hanging on your head or trying to put pressure on you. Wally's really good at getting through that. Here he is holding on tight, making sure he doesn't get tipped over, get too high.
As that will end the period.
Nice.
5-2 the score as we head to the second.
Very nice.
See J.J. Seaman getting ready over on the Warrior side of things.
Sweet. So we'll have another exhibition match, correct?
Yes, I do believe so. And it will be at 190 pounds. Be Gage Mathias and J.J. Seaman. James Seaman, sorry. I don't know if Bubba's watching, but I don't know what he'd rather call, JJ or James. I don't know. I think I have always referred to James as JJ, so I'm just gonna go by JJ because that's what I know. So
Wally's riding tough.
So like we said, we are prepping for the main event tonight. Wapsie Valley versus Denver varsity duel, the big rivalry that everybody knows and loves.
Absolutely. How'd we do versus football and the other sports?
So for football, Denver did pick up a win, 33-19.
Okay.
I'm surprised I still remember that score. Blake's shaking
Burned a
his
hole
head.
in your heart.
It did. And then I don't think we've played them in. Did we play them in volleyball last year, Blake? Yeah, I believe we played them at a tournament. I don't think we fared too well.
So Denver's got our number, so we got to get it back tonight, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat us in football, beat us in volleyball. I don't think we've played them in basketball yet. Obviously not. Yeah. I guess, actually, speaking of Denver and sports and athletics, tune in tomorrow. We'll have Warrior varsity basketball. They'll be taking on Denver tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at home.
At home. Okay.
So we need a name for our gymnasium. Maybe when Marty retires.
There you go. The McCowan Arena.
McCowan Arena. Book it.
There you go.
God, I hope he's watching. That'd be hilarious.
Wally is dominating here in the second period, even with the stall call on Denver.
Kaufman trying to work that top position. He'll rack up a stall call.
Right in parallel. Yep, refs are going to start calling that more this year. I saw that quite a bit at the Chris Davis Invitational this weekend.
I saw that a lot in the duel against Jessup and Wapsie Valley as well.
Yeah, yep. I think they're looking for more action on top. Even if you got a guy flat, you still got to be looking for a turn.
Kaufman out to the left side, working that crossface, looking for a crossface cradle. He might have it. He's gonna sit back.
Got to go get it. Got 5 seconds left.
I believe that will end the second period. So even with a crossface cradle, Kaufman, just as he gets it worked over, Brandt's able to hang on into the third. Kaufman will get the choice. He's going to take the bottom position. It's something that I learned from you, especially being one of your junior high wrestlers. I would always look to my coaches whenever I had a decision.
Yep.
I think that's something that, a lot of wrestlers are like, I can, make decisions for myself, and I know what I need to do. I would always rely on my coaches being able to, kind of think. I'd like their opinion more than my own.
Yeah, some wrestlers already have a thought in mind of what position they want. It's always good to have, again, that mat awareness and understanding the scenario, and coaches should understand that, saying, hey, what position should I need to put my wrestlers in? And sometimes, it's always what's best for the wrestler or what's best for the position. So
yeah, I remember I wrestled a match against Dyke New Hartford, and going into the third period, you told me to choose neutral, and I was like, looked at you like a crazy man. I was like, what?
Oh, you had a mean blast double, though. You hit that chocolate-covered sundae takedown.
Wally Kaufman with the reversal puts him up 7-2 with about a minute to go left here in the third period.
Yeah, Wally's got a gas tank. He really knows how to push the limits. Look at this, and he's even getting another stall call on Denver.
That'll be Brandt's second, so a point awarded to Kaufman as the score will be 8-2.
That three-point takedown in college is really interesting, but I still don't think it's going to change too much scenario. I don't know, Zach, do you like that three-point takedown now?
I like it because, you see a lot of these matches we get up to the heavier weights where it's like 2-1 or 3-2 or stuff like that, where it's like, one guy, you kind of play that that game where you're kind of stalling that first period just to get an escape. He goes to overtime. It's like, it's boring.
Yeah. Yep.
I like it to now where a singular takedown can decide a match, because you cannot single-handedly get enough points in the second and third periods just from escapes to get out of that position.
I can understand that, yeah.
And I love it for, the reasons that we don't have to sit through 3-minute technical falls because guys are picking them up, taking them down. It makes technical falls faster, too.
I would agree. It does confuse the fans. I did hear in, when they were in Hilton, people were still yelling 2 at the Cyhawk duo, so...
They're so used to it because it's been there for so long, and now it's changed.
I watch a lot of freestyle. I try to study it and try to understand our USA wrestlers. I still think a push-out rule is something that is needed more than a three-point takedown, but, again, that's just an opinion I've been seeing more on the international level.
I almost not to go against you here, but I never really cared for the push-out rule. And
really? Okay.
I think of it as, it's like, it's almost cheat points.
Okay.
Because, you look at a guy, you run him straight out of bounds when a guy's trying to get out of a stand-up. Let's say, hypothetically, I'm on bottom, I stand up, the guy just pushes me straight out of bounds.
That's a good
point. He gets a free point. Well, what the heck,
That's a good point.
And it's like you're trying to work in a position where a guy can just run you out of bounds, and not only does he not get penalized for it, he gets appreciated for it because he gets another point.
That's a very good point. I can definitely understand that scenario.
And also, you're looking at takedowns.
We had some blood time here.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a blood stoppage. And that will end the match. Wally Kaufman will pick up an 8-2 win over Riley Brandt. And picking back up on what you said, another thing is takedowns. You're fighting a guy on the edge of the mat.
Yep.
A guy goes for a takedown, pushes him out of bounds. They don't award him the takedown, but he gets a free point added onto it.
There you go. That's a very valid point. Oh, we do see JJ. Here we go. This is exhibition, correct?
Yes, this is JV exhibition here. You'll know because we jumped from 126 to 190, so.
No kidding. Good catch. Sorry, I got to gossiping about.
Jump like 6 weight classes. 8 weight classes. Sorry, 8 weight classes. But hey. So it will be Gage Matthias to take on J.J. Seaman.
I'm going to look up our schedule just to kind of stay in tune with it, and then I can help announce if anyone listening is interested.
I believe that you said we have the Mount Vernon tournament this Saturday, and then I believe we're on a little bit of a road stretch going forward with some Columbus duels. We play Russell Columbus and Union here soon, I believe in the next week or so. Figuring out bound.
Figure it out pound. I don't use it often. You got to hit wrestling. Oh, wrestling.
You'd pick.
I picked the wrong one.
You picked girls wrestling, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
So, yeah, we will take on the Mount Vernon tournament.
Oh,
and then
here we go.
like I said, we wrestle Union and Columbus, all at Union High School. And then we will have the Battle of the Waterloo. And then we will have back at home against AGWSR and Applington Parkersburg.
Right before Christmas break. Good.
Yeah, and then
Keeps
we
us going one more week.
Going into the new year, we will have Hudson and Dyke New Hartford at Dyke New Hartford. I doubt we're going to be at that one, but, you never know.
Yeah.
We were at the Hudson one last year when it was there. Next year, it'll be at Wapsie Valley. Kind of rotates, you know?
Yeah, that's nice to do. Oh, JJ took a shot, but belly's out. Holding on
Mouth
to that
guard
leg.
goes out. I mean, that's illegal now, but I have no idea. Maybe they'll just let the wrestlers finish the position.
Let him, I guess so. They're going to they think JJ has a scoring position maybe, or the Denver guy has a scoring position. They'll let him wrestle through it.
And there's the takedown. I will say, if you're looking at it early, there's a rule now in wrestling, and I think it's been a rule for a little while here. Braces. I have braces currently.
Yep.
A lot of teenagers have braces. You have those braces. You have to have a mouth guard for them.
Yes.
So that's important.
Yes, that's vitally important. I try to remind the middle schoolers every time we leave, saying, hey, make sure you have shoes, singlet headgear, braces, or mouth guard. I say, make sure you have all those essentials.
And whenever I think of mouth guards for wrestlers, I always think of Reese Hegenow. He's the guy that always reminded me of.
You bet, yeah.
He had the massive double
Keegan,
mouth guard.
Keegan Brown wrestled with the mouth guard, so.
So we'll have a stoppage for.
Actually, in junior high, we had actually 2 forfeits due to our opponent not having braces. So we won 2 matches just due to not being ill-prepared.
Not having a mouth guard?
Yeah,
Dang.
so there's advantage, I guess, to it. Here we go. JJ's looking for inside tie.
J.J. Seaman took the neutral position. So I believe this is our last JV match.
JJ needs to get his knees under him. Can't belly out when you take a shot like that.
He's got to be able to keep moving his feet. And I will say, being able to move in those types of positions, being able to continue movement in those types of positions is really going to help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, like I said, the scheduled start time tonight for Wapsie Denver was 8 o'clock. If this match gets it's over in a hurry, we might be on pace for that. We're about 3 minutes out of that 8 o'clock start time.
We're up to 53 listeners, 53 viewers.
Climbing slowly.
There you go. JJ gets him bumped off.
He's got that leg. He's trying to work. Get a shot. He's looking for the
Reversal.
reversal, and he does.
Good job, JJ. That was good to see that effort there on bottom. Crowd's getting into this match now. It's close score. Going to finish the second period here. Got to return him.
He will let him go. 5-2 the score. 20 seconds to go. Seaman at a 3-point deficit. Under 10 seconds. This will most likely end the period as we head to the third. Our score 5-2 in favor of Matthias.
You know, I think if your shoe comes untied, you get a stall call. If your mouth guard comes out, you got to at least, I think, there's got to be some type of injury time's got to run, or my goodness, that was the second or third time his mouth guards came out. Oh. Accidental shake hands to start the third. That's all right. Here we go.
Game recognized game, you know?
JJ in on another shot, but we belly out. We got to learn to keep running our knees. Knee slide in. Post, get up. Fatigue setting in, unfortunately.
Matthias able to run around and get the 2. And we'll say, Seaman has taken his fair share of shots, just hasn't been able to continue moving to finish those shots.
This popcorn's good. I keep eating it into the mic. Down by 4.
Seaman with the escape. 7-3 the score. 1:20 left here in the third. Another shot from Seaman. Again, he'll belly out. Look to go for a blast double. He's pulling himself to that leg. Matthias stuffing the head. As that will be another 2 for Matthias.
Just little things that I think JJ can improve on. And tomorrow will be a good day of practice for him to work on, you know, taking a good shot and finishing those shots, and making sure you keep your core, your body, your abs, your back, your hips underneath of you when you take those deep shots.
He's working for the ball. 40 seconds left. He's got the time. Can he put Seaman away? 30 seconds. And he does. Man, this Denver crowd has not been hyped all night. They're hyped for a JV match.
Hey, they got some people standing up, more clapping. Here we go. Starting varsity, everyone's getting enthusiastic.
They're ready for the main event.
Oh.
And holy cow.
There's the lights. That gives me some goosebumps.
The lights go off. The spotlight's out. It's the rivalry that's talked all around the town. Denver Wapsie up next.
Coach Carl giving some last-minute advice to Creighton. Creighton likes to start first periods really quick. He's really hands-on, feet-on. So, like to see that. Walkout music for Denver. Interesting.
Lions and Zimmerman to lead us off here at 132 pounds. And we are underway. Lions moving quick. The level changes. Head-hand fighting.
Creighton stays tough here with an undertack. Oh, nice to
a head pinch from Zimmerman.
Sit back, sit back, sit back. Nice, nice hips up.
Oh! Zimmerman!
Scoop his head.
Wow, what a start! This could be a big pin.
Yep, sit back. A lot of time
Oh,
left.
and he's got it!
Ref
and he does!
Good job, Creighton Zimmerman.
Wow, a statement!
Outstanding job by Creighton.
Wow, Lions looked energized right away, but man, did it end quickly.
Wow. He even stayed in bounds, circled around the head, even flipped his hips over. That was excellent execution by Creighton.
Wow, so an early 6-0 go around for the Warriors. A big pin from Creighton Zimmerman. And it will be Kenny Lamb for the Cyclones taking on the Warriors. Dallas Tissue.
Yeah, now we need to feed off of this, keep the train rolling.
Alrighty, so as we get going, Dallas Tissue, Kenny Lamb, the second match of this duel is underway. Tissue in on a low single right away. Lamb picking up that far ankle. Tissue trying to finish. He's got that leg. He's trying to kick himself around, but Lamb on the ankle.
Nice.
Now he dumps him off. He's looking for 2. He's got to run the hips. There's the 2-point takedown.
There you go. Now work up the back.
Lamb's in a tough position. He's got to get over to his stomach, and he does. Lamb working his way up to his feet. Tissue. Can he bring him back down? No, he'll take him out of bounds.
That was really nice by Dallas to take a low ankle shot and still lift it up. Create height, be able to execute and finish on that.
2-0 in favor of Tissue. 1:20 left.
keeping his hips on top, pressure forward. Got Denver in bad position with his head down.
Tissue working that top position, a minute left here in the first period. Tissue out to that left side. Lamb trying to work back to his base. He does. He reaches back. Something that I've always been taught not to do.
Yeah.
I think I've been taught since I was starting wrestling when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
Never reach back.
No need to reach back. Just keep to your basics. Got to get your hips away. But it looks
now
like
he's got to have Nelson.
Dallas going to lift and try to execute it.
Might work for a cradle.
Backwards. Stay on top.
This is interesting. This is a very tough position,
Squeeze
but Tissue
tight.
finds his way out of it. He's got 30 seconds to work with.
Very
Stacks
flat.
up Lamb.
Stay tight, inbounds.
He's got to stay in bounds. And the pin! Back to back go the Warriors.
Great job, Dallas Tissue.
The Warriors go back to back. 12-0 lead right out of the gate.
How about that, Zach? We started out strong here. 2 pins back to back in the first period.
And it feels like all that energy that Denver had coming into this duel just swiped away.
You bet. Warriors came to play.
Caden Dana for the Warriors.
McLaughlin's wrestling, I just heard.
Yeah, so it will be Caden Dana and Gavin McLaughlin for the Cyclones. So we head to center circle. Early position, kind of level changes. Dana and McLaughlin.
Caden's got to make sure he doesn't overextend himself here as far as taking shots or reaching. This guy has longer arms, bigger biceps. That can sometimes play in favor of the strength.
McLaughlin works for an outside single, sweep single. Dana able to defend. Minute 30 here at 144 pounds. Sweep single there from McLaughlin. Dana works the whizzer. He's looking for a cradle now. McLaughlin's in on that leg, kind of has to kick away, and he'll get the 2 takedown.
Covered up both ankles there.
Dana working to his feet. Trying to stay in bounds. Did he turn away? No.
Got to reset here. Trying to put 2 moves together on bottom.
Dana working up to his feet right away. McLaughlin turns, lets him go. Working on the edge of the mat over there on your top right of your screen.
Caden's got to get inside tie here. Keep his pressure going forward. 35 seconds.
Dana. McLaughlin trying to just, wow, a head whip from McLaughlin! Holy cow!
That was a big move by Denver here.
Trying to sit back, he's got 15 seconds to work with. Dana works his way out, but oh my, a 5-point move.
Got to stay tough on bottom, only 8 seconds left, but Denver's going to try to get more back points.
Before the period ends, Dana's fighting for his life. 2, 1, time. Do they count it?
Oh, the Wapsie crowd's trying to wave it off. Denver's going nuts. Oh.
And they're not going to count it.
Don't take your headgear off.
No fall. Dana's like, oh, shoot, I still got to wrestle. 10-1 the score.
Again, being mad aware, still understanding that. It's never
Man,
over.
we are in a flurry. The ref thought McLaughlin had already chosen neutral. We went to neutral. Turns out McLaughlin never got a choice. Well, then he ended up choosing neutral anyways.
Yeah.
The head pinch, the head throw, I think they cow catcher, whip over.
I looked like just, yeah.
All of the
it's
above?
like a whip over. Just caught him underneath of his armpit, just grabbed the top of his shoulder and
just chucked him, yeah.
Hipped in. I mean, just the muscle and the strength there just showed.
And now if you're Dana, you got to be ready for that.
Yeah, yep.
You're well aware that's in your mind right now.
Oh,
As he goes for it again. And he's got it again. A 5-point move would seal the deal.
Yeah, if Caden can get out, we can try to save a tech here instead of a fall.
He's only going to get 2. Maybe he's looking for more. He's got the 3 swipe. But he ain't looking for 3. He's looking for 6.
He's sitting back.
Big board goes out.
He's got it tight. Caden's got to get his toes under him, create space between his back and his chest.
And man, 15-1. If you're Dana here, you're okay with a technical fall. You're just trying not to get put on your back.
Yeah, this is where you got to try to fight for your team here and not just give up. You got to fight for your. Oh, there he goes to his back.
And that's going to be. Oh, no, it may not.
Coach Krall's telling him to belly out. Everything to your belly.
And he does. So it will only be a technical fall. But the energy's back. And that's important. Not giving up a pin is very important.
Saved yourself, saved the other team from scoring 6, and now they only got 5. So, that was a good fight for his team. His inexperience did show as a 9th grader, but and the strength also showed there was more strength on the Denver wrestler. But it was good to see Caden at least be putting some bad moves and fight out of them.
So, as we head to 150 pounds, it will be Bowden White taking the mat for the Cyclones, taking on Easton Krall. The music choice is interesting.
There you go, yeah.
We're country people.
Easton's going to try to, he got to start out a little slow here, and it looks like Denver gets a takedown right away.
White, really aggressive out of the start. Krall, a ranked wrestler in Class 1A. I believe he's ranked 8th. I could be very wrong. I'm trying to remember what he was last week.
Looks like Bowden White's a legger with a high collar.
Claw ride.
There you go.
Minute 25, 2-0 the score. Krall seemed to be a bit shocked right out of the gate.
Yeah, I think that was a quick arm pass. When you got home field advantage, the enthusiasm and the adrenaline runs a little higher. So, but we're sitting all right. Minute 25 only in the first, and it looks like Easton's down here, but looking to score more points from Wapsie.
Krall, this would be a big win for Denver, get a big win over a ranked wrestler.
Yeah, that claw ride, that's a really tight move. It holds the wrestler's chest to your arm, and a lot of grip strength right there on his neck. Oh, trying to do a switch.
Krall looked for a switch, yeah. Minute left to go. Still nothing going for Krall as they'll go out of bounds. See, I'm wondering, you know more than I do, but when do Jeez, let me restart.
No, you're good.
As a referee, when do you start kind of thinking about that stall call when White's just kind of clinging on in that when Krall stands up to his feet?
Definitely when he's sitting on the ankle, and there's doesn't look like any active pursuit to score points is when the ref's definitely going to be looking for a stall call. And again, that parallel ride. So even though Easton, it looks like Bowden may be in control, he doesn't show much action past just sitting on the ankle with the claw ride. So he could call a stall call here. But it looks like he's getting off to the side and maybe trying to work a half now.
So 25 seconds left. Krall been able to work up to his feet a lot in this period, but has not been able to get out. That quick takedown from White proving many.
Yeah. It looks like he's putting all his pressure right on his upper back, which is causing Easton's chest to go down. Easton needs to knee slide and try to catch that leg from coming in because it looks like Bowden tried to throw in a leg.
Quick start from Easton from Krall could really benefit him.
15 seconds. We need an escape here. Oh, he bellied him out.
White puts the legs in. Krall trying to stay off his back as the period will end. Now, I believe Krall will get the choice here in the second. And if you're Krall, you got to take that neutral position. You cannot go down.
So second period here. Denver's going down, Easton on top.
God, Mom.
Looks
Why?
like Sheila Bavers is watching in. I just got a text from a fan.
Yeah, my mom, not really a fan.
Would love to see Zach Bavers on the mat. Oh, and a reversal here.
Jeez Louise, Mom.
Maybe we'll see an exhibition. Zach, you want to do an exhibition between me and you?
Oh, my gosh. I remember we used to do that in the wrestling room.
That was a lot of fun.
I think we've wrestled 3 times. I think all 3 times you've had your way.
I'm getting beat up now by all these middle schoolers. They're getting better and better each year, and I'm getting older.
4-0 in favor of White. This is where White's comfortable in this top position.
Got a deep half. Easton rolls it.
I'm really wondering if Bowden White is ranked. He has to be, right, Blake? We don't know. I mean, obviously we don't follow Denver. Why would we? We're Wapsie fans. Why would we do that? But knowing Krull, and Krull's a ranked wrestler. I know he is because he was ranked last week, and he won. He hasn't lost a match yet, so he has to still be ranked. And I don't know. I think he was ranked 8th the last time I really thought about it. But White has to be ranked in the top 10 at somewhere. And obviously Denver is a class above at Class 2A. So you're thinking, where is he in the Class 2A rankings?
I just saw a chest wrap with legs in and got 2 quick swipes for Denver, so now it's even 6-0.
What?
45 seconds, and Easton's looking at – he's got his leg now, that Bowden's lagging, so – maybe we can catch him because he's on his hip, riding tough on top.
I stand corrected. Blake has proved me wrong. Apparently Denver's 1A. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Yep. Denver, it used to be Denver Tripola, and they were actually 2A. I wrestled them quite a bit back in 2012, 2013, and they were dominant. I think they had 7 guys in the finals.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
It seems like an Iowa stat right there.
Peters, Wolfensberger, and Brandon Sorensen. It was great to see. Looks like we're going to end the second period here.
I forgot Brendan Sorensen wrestled in this area. That's pretty cool.
He lives just down the road here, so. Actually, I think he lives near Dunkerton, but.
So as we head to the third period, our score is 6-0 in favor of Bowden White, and now Krull will get the choice. I think if you're Krull, you got to go neutral here, but wow!
He goes down. I guess he's going to try to fight this bottom position again.
Decision and a half. I'm surprised.
So. We got to find another gear here for Wapsie. I saw Coach Krull point at his head, showing him, hey, it's a mindset here to get out. You got to really keep thinking mental strength here to get out. Rolled out of bounds. Easton's going to have to learn to catch this leg and stop him from that high claw ride on his neck. Sorry, Zach, I don't have a Rofkin account to see the rankings.
I'm trying to look. I'm wondering if I can even look, but...
So the IWOCA, which is the Officials and Coaches Association, are actually going to do the official rankings this year, sent in from coaches for the state tournament. So that should be coming soon.
Yeah, I don't have a Rofkin account, so I can't look into it. I'm sad.
I do miss the predicament. The predicament was nice, easy access, but
still there.
Still there.
It's just on the Des Moines Register, which you have to subscribe to. Why does everything have to be subscription-based? It is not fair.
Yeah,
just give us the free.
Looks like 1:10 left. Easton's still fighting this bottom position. It's got to be tiring taking that bottom position for 3 periods.
So we have some news from a source, we'll say, that Bowden White is ranked top 5 in Class 1A as an individual, which makes sense that he's kind of controlling this match over Krull, who I believe is ranked a little lower than that. 8th to 12, I think, is where I'm thinking of where he's at. So 40 seconds
left.
left.
Cradle here.
If you're Krull here, you got to be looking for just a decision. You don't want to give up a major. You don't want to give up a tech. I mean, that's kind of out of the question at this point. Or even a fall. You're just trying to stay off your back and not really let White get any back points here as we head towards the end of this match.
Yeah, yep. Staying strong here, Easton. Keep your elbows tight to you. Don't let them stretch you out like that.
Because 2 points here, so if the score gets to 8-0, it'll be a major decision in favor of Bowden White. But it seems to be that this is going to end in a decision as Krull kind of works up to his base, but to no avail. And as this match will end, it's going to be 12-8 in favor of the Warriors still, but a decision victory from Bowden White to hand Easton Krull his first loss of the year.
Yeah, just some things we need to fix in the wrestling room tomorrow at practice, that bottom position, we got to put two moves together, understanding that the leg and the claw ride is something that someone who's like a backpack will cling on to you. Looks like Kanan Decker got a forfeit.
Wow, that's surprising. No Xander Peterson, no Braven Beaumont, nothing. But, hey, we'll take the free 6.
You bet. You bet.
So Garrett Miller will head out for the Warriors. And I bet if you're Kanan Decker right now, you got to be just a little not too happy with the fact that you haven't got a match all night tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of good putting your skills to the test, the tools in the toolbox. You want to bring them out and put them to work, and that's all right. He's ready to go for the Mount Vernon tournament on Saturday.
So Braven Beaumont will be taking on Garrett Miller.
Garrett always sets a foot back sideways like he's ready to explode off a track meet. It's kind of cool stance. Garrett's not too big of a collar tie guy, but it looks like he got into that clinch a little bit there.
Not a very comfortable position as Beaumont takes a high crotch there, a single leg shot. Miller in that front headlock position. He'll work around. The strength from Miller gets the 2.
Good hustle. That was really nice to see Garrett Miller get around. Don't sit and hesitate in the front headlock.
Miller working that top position. Beaumont tries to go for a sit out. Another one. Miller bellies him out now. This is important, though. The Warriors need some points here.
Being aggressive here, putting all your effort into turning the guy.
The dual lead is 10 as Miller leads 2-0 here in this 165-pound match. We will circle back around to 126 will be our final match tonight.
I said it before when we were versus Oelwein. Garrett Miller has put in off-season work, and it shows. Look at that strength. Again, I can see his muscle definition from here. He looks like a bulldog, man. He looks good.
Something that we see from Miller a lot is what you just saw. Just pick him up, throw him down.
His leadership shows, too, in the wrestling room, and definitely to the younger wrestlers.
Miller working that top position. 10 seconds left to go. This is very important. He's got to keep him down here for these last few seconds.
Staying behind the arms, even though he likes to do this. That Denver gentleman likes to do the sit out.
And as the first period comes to a close, our score 2-0 as we head to the second. Miller gets the choice. He will choose the bottom position. Just saying, it's kind of like in football. Whenever you win the coin toss, it's always defer. It's rare that you see him actually take a choice there.
I have wrestlers that tell me they like to defer, and which is all right. I'm more of a down kind of coach and down kind of wrestler. I like to kind of get my points when I can get them. So
I'm just laughing because I saw Miller just get an escape and literally just walk back to the middle.
That was excellent wrestling by Garrett.
He's going for a midday stroll. 5-0 the score. Miller gets an escape and another takedown. So he's working that top position.
He's controlling that wrist underneath. Really putting the pressure now on his upper chest and neck.
Trying to just work him over.
The ref should be swiping. That was exposure there.
May have only been a one swipe, but still, you want to get that acknowledgement of a swipe.
You bet. Now deep half.
Miller trying to work his way around. Man, he stuck?
Very nice.
Miller with the fall.
Excellent job, Garrett Miller. Outstanding.
24-8.
The state of Iowa should start looking towards Garrett Miller as one of the top guys. He's going to show some promise in this postseason.
See on replay here on your screen, Miller works that high crotch, gets around, kind of fails that little bit of a high crotch and looks like to go for a single leg, but he kind of just works his way around.
Just snapped him down hard, go behind. And that half Nelson, again, bread and butter items work even up to the college level. Like you said, Spencer Lee, he did his half Nelson too.
Yeah, Spencer Lee, big arm bar, big half Nelson. He did a lot of things.
Here's Brock Kleitch. Be looking for that cradle if he ever gets on top.
Goes for a single leg right away. Gage Woodrick, the Cyclone, gets a takedown right away. 2-0 for Kleitch. And look, he's already going for that crossface. Looking for that cross-face cradle near side.
There it is.
He's going to try to sit back. He pulls him back.
Hold on tight grip, knee in the side, rocking back.
And the fall, quick work.
Absolutely.
28 seconds for Kleitsch. Makes quick work of Woodrick. And it's 30-8, all Warriors.
Brock Kleitsch, excellent takedown, excellent cradle, hard worker in the wrestling room. Great student, former student I had, listened, very coachable athlete. So very proud to see him be successful tonight.
So Corbin Hill for the Cyclones will be taking on Wapsie Valley's Jake Shore. You know, we say it, I think we talk about advertising brand battles all the time. Obviously, we have ad reads tonight, but hey, Denver rocking the Rudis gear?
Yeah, I see that.
And Wapsie's rocking Under Armour. I'm an Under Armour guy myself, so.
Rudis really came along here about the year 2016, and Jake.
Wow, Hill just throws him right out of bounds. We'll see, Jake Shore, pretty built guy, pretty strong guy.
Yeah. His favorite sport is baseball, but I love seeing him work hard in the wrestling room. Absolutely, Jake Shore has been putting in the work for all sports. So
he's got that single, works off to a double. He'll get the takedown for 2. Shore in that top position.
That was excellent takedown by Jake.
Hit in that shoulder, that elbow. It's like we said, we made a lot of references to Spencer Lee. That was his kind of special there, kind of just head in the elbow, force it back.
Even with Jake's height, he still shows strength and he still shows stoutness when he clinches onto the wrestler's wrists.
Shore looking for an arm bar. He's got the chicken wing, looking for that far wrist. Now he's going to walk it around.
Over.
He's got Hill on his back. Hill fighting. He's bridging. Top of the head.
Wapsie crowd on their feet.
Hill working. Shore's got him.
He's got
to get that other shoulder blade to the mat there.
About 45 seconds left.
He's got the time. He's just got to kind of sit down.
Hold on to those wrists. Sit back a little bit. Keep scooting your butt.
And you're waiting.
Yep. He's slowly stretching him.
Hill turns in.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, 3 near fall for Shore. It's like he held him there for 10, 15 seconds.
The Denver wrestler even has a shoulder brace on. That hasn't been probably too good.
Yeah, that's probably not the best. Especially now in a stage of wrestling where I see a lot more arm bars, a lot more cradles than I do like half Nelsons and butchers and whip overs, you know?
Oh, here he goes again.
Half Nelson this time. No points awarded. Does the 2, okay, so the 1 swipe is nothing. Is the 2 swipe a 2-point, yes?
Yep, so 2 points is 2 swipe, 3 swipe, 4 swipe, and then you'll get a 3rd point for a 5th swipe.
Okay.
You can't see it? Oh, can't see you. No. All good. Had some fans standing up and clapping, thought they were in the live stream, but nope, all good.
Oh, no. Our camera is elevated.
Yep.
Don't worry. Shore working on the edge of the mat. They'll go out of bounds, come back to the center. 1 minute 45 left here in the second period. Blake's trying to look at my lineup sheet. You ain't going to be able to see. It's pretty dark up here. We're on the elevated part of the track.
Hey, if Jake gets a hold of you, man, he's gonna look to execute. Took a shot a little too far away. Looks like the defense of Denver, but Jake starts to really power into him.
Had a little bit of a light flicker.
Looking good here. Now we need bonus points, Zach. We're at 7-0 and looking for maybe a major or even more. So starting to really wear on the top guy or the bottom guy here. So
back points. You know, we're looking for a fall, obviously, trying to just run up as many points as you can. Not only because you want to win the duel, but also because it's Denver.
You bet. Don't watch out for the switch here. You got around behind, even with the boot scoot.
Into reversal. And now Hill working short to his back. Wow!
Flip him over. Jake's in trouble
this
here.
Could be all.
He's in danger.
And the ball!
Wow.
From 7-2. Flip the script. 30-14, the fall for Corbin Hill.
That was an eye-opener. But we'll see Denver again and again multiple times this year. Jake will have to brush that one off to look for revenge. So 30-14, it looks like. Wapsie still ahead, though. Sorry, am I a little biased? I sound a little biased.
No. We do not care. It's Denver. You can go all out, man. You go all out. Donovan Farrell will be taking on Grayson Miller here at 2:15. Actually, yeah, so Grayson Miller will walk out for the Warriors. This is a big match for Miller if he wants to prove himself in this lineup.
Absolutely.
So here we go, 2:15, Farrell versus Miller.
Again, look for the upper body by Grayson. He's an upper body type of wrestler, likes to collar ties tough. And he does wear guys out, though, with that collar tie. But you got to look for legs and look for level changes.
Miller can't stop backing up. He's got to work forward. There he goes. He's almost had the body lock. Now he's looking for it. Now he's got a headlock. Again's got a headlock. He's trying to step around. Farrell the strength, but no, but yes!
Oh, the roll through by Farrell. No back, though.
So go out of bounds.
Grayson needs to step into it and really throw it with his hips. You got to really commit when you have that headlock. You can't just wait around, otherwise that body lock comes in tight with what Farrell had.
I thought Miller had him, and then Farrell just rolled right through it.
So close.
Farrell just picks Miller up off the floor.
Had a deep wrist there. Head up, Grayson.
The inner coach in you, you know?
Like, come on, just do this.
Miller trying to work from that bottom position. He's going to get flipped over onto his back. Farrell looking for back points. Got the one swipe. Now he's looking for more, but still only that one swipe. No points awarded.
Kind of using the leverage of the bottom guy to really get a turn there. Grayson was trying to really kick out, and the top guy can pull him up his thigh and really trying to turn him, and that's what happened for, I think, a two swipe, wasn't it? Or just a one swipe?
Just a one.
Okay. Oh, grab top hand because it looks like a cradle might be coming.
30 seconds left here in the first period. An eventful first period.
Absolutely. Always exciting to see Grayson because, again, upper body wrestling.
And now he almost had the cradle, but Miller able to kick out. 20 seconds left. And, Farrell has had Miller on his back in this period, but just hasn't been able to keep him there to get those back points.
Yeah, no kidding. Go out of bounds with 8 seconds left. I'd like to see the living room matches between Garrett Miller and Grayson Miller.
I bet those are just...
You got an older but wiser, shorter older brother, but you got a bigger dog, younger brother.
Yeah, you got to definitely put holes in the wall.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what Brian Miller has to say about that.
You bet.
So at the end of the first, our score 2-0 in favor of Farrell. And he will choose the bottom position. If you're Miller, you got to work for back points.
Looks like assistant coach Bo Sorensen said, hey, you got to keep him down and start looking for a turn here. And Grayson is tough on top. You got to stay behind the arms, though.
Granby roll. He'll get out of it. Looks right away for the body lock. Miller, he's got to step in front.
Nice.
And he does.
Oh, come on, Grayson. Sit back.
Definitely got the 2.
I don't see ref.
So...
Yeah,
man, that's confusing.
He did get 2, and then there was a reversal on top of that. So we're sitting at 5-2 right now.
Man, Miller just lost that headlock, and Farrell went straight away for that body lock. I'm like, oh my goodness! It's like I saw Farrell come out, and he just ran straight for that body lock. You're thinking like, what is going through his head right now? Because he can't really risk that when you're up by 2 points.
No kidding.
It's like you're looking not to make risks. You're looking to, when you have a lead, just be able to keep the lead.
That just shows you that Farrell's really loose right now and really fighting for more points for his team here. I just saw a swipe from the ref. Looks like he's got 2 back now. So
got the 2 swipe. Did I only see 1? Did you see 2?
The ref swiped once but gave 2 points. The crowd got a little controversial there. Looks like Coach Kral was even looking over at the scoreboard questioning it.
It's just, don't got a challenge brick, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Miller trying to work up to his base.
Yeah, we really need to see some action on bottom from Grayson. Can't stay on your belly. But we are right in parallel on top, and again, refs this year aren't liking that too much. We could see a stall call either way. Oh, he's working a deep half now.
On the edge of the mat, 10 seconds left to go. Important back points here for Farrell. Miller's fighting hard, and they'll go out of bounds. You're on the edge of your seat, huh?
I'm getting a little, I had to look into that
biting the nails. What'd you see?
Looks like Coach Score says, hey, you can't call him out of bounds when he's exposed on his back like that. There was still some, body parts in. You still had 2 points. 2 points of body in. It looks like even both knees, both feet, both ankles were in. So
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You had almost half of each wrestler.
But good for Wapsie.
Yeah, hey, we're going to sit here
Wapsie.
and say, yeah, hey, great, we'll take it. But
You
hey,
bet.
in the grand scheme of things, you got to look at it as like almost half of both wrestlers were in the picture
exactly.
in the black there, so or on the line.
2 points of contact is important to have. So, but looks like we're going to go down in the third period here. Down by 5, so.
You hear Garrett yelling at Grayson here. Words of encouragement.
Hey, and look at, he got his 1 point from it. Now he's in a headlock position again. Get your leg back.
He's got a sprawl. Couldn't get the ankle back. He's working kind of on top of Farrell here.
Yeah.
Farrell, let's go!
Good takedown by Grayson. Here we go. Only down by 2.
Miller's working.
This is getting exciting. Grayson found his third period gas tank.
Turned on the reserves, and we are off.
Yep, stay behind the arms.
Miller's got to stay with him, but he doesn't. Farrell looking around. He gets the reversal. And you can see Bo holding back Garrett. Garrett's not liking what he's seeing.
Yeah, I think, again, a little inexperienced by the freshman. Can't give up a takedown in a big end of a match here. I'd rather see 1, not 2. We go out of bounds. We're going to get a fresh restart. I'd like to see a really big explosion from Grayson, put multiple moves together.
Sorry, continue.
No, I was just going to say get a 1 point, and then you can go for your big throw.
Yeah,
this would be your time
that's
for
what
that.
I was just about to say. I was like, get out, and you know Farrell's going to go straight for that body lock. So you guys got to be ready for it and use his momentum that he runs at you and tries to bring into you and use it to your advantage and just throw him right by.
So if you want to be in that good position, you can't belly out like this is happening.
Yeah.
You got to really get up and put effort into this.
I was like, I know I've had some matches where you've coached me, and a guy just comes at you. You use the momentum that they're running at you,
absolutely,
that they push into you to your advantage. As Miller in a cradle, put to his back, cannot afford to fall, but it comes anyways.
Yeah. Shoot, that's a frustrating pin there. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board for Grayson, but something we can learn from.
30 seconds left. You got to be able to fight off your back in that position, and you just gave up 6.
Yep.
So we head to the big man, Cody Koepke and Derek Hilsenbeck at 285.
This is cool, this video board. They're doing like a little video log like you see on like a Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Get to see a quick flex in the camera. This will be a great matchup.
Unless your name's Cody Koepke, then you're drinking apple juice.
Yeah, I saw that.
Koepke was able to get the best of Hilsenbeck last year. Or no, I take that. I'm right? Okay, I am right. I thought about it. I thought I was wrong
Koepke's
for a
got
second.
great hips. He's got great hips. He knows how to use them and to put a guy in a bad position and then land up on top whenever you're in a scramble. But Hilsenbeck definitely has a strength and upper body here that I'm excited to see at heavyweight.
Hilsenbeck, the underhook on that right side. They'll clear out.
Again, that dairy farmer strength that Koepke has in those wrists. He's strong.
Hilsenbeck has a double. Koepke's fighting. But now Hilsenbeck works him to his back. It's just flurries of Ooh,
Exactly. It's exciting at heavyweight tonight.
Like I said, heavyweight is just the best match to watch because you never know what's going to happen.
We got an excellent heavyweight, Hayden, or excuse me.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Derek Hilsenbeck.
On the edge of the mat here, 45 seconds left to go. And they'll go out of bounds. And this is an important match for both teams because it's a 10-point duel.
Absolutely. And when we get down to those little weights, we're going to see some tight matches.
Hilsenbeck riding hard in that top position. Goes for that claw ride.
Koepke likes to roll, so you just have to be careful, keep your hips, somewhat pressurized, but still be aware that Koepke's going to try to, scoot and roll and toss you.
Koepke turns into Hilsenbeck. Now he's got him for a head
headlock.
throw. Can he get him over? No.
Get your head out.
He's really trying, but no. And everybody on that Denver side sits down.
Yeah, that was a close one, I will say. But Hilsenbeck's length and strength outdid that one. But
an eventful first period. Boy, you just saw Koepke had the headlock. Everybody on that Denver side stood up. Right when Hilsenbeck got out of it, everybody sat down.
Looks like we got some blood time now. Koepke's still down on the mat.
Koepke seems, I think he's hurt.
Oh, it looks like injury time, so. Jim goes quiet here as we wait for the result of seeing what's going on. A little too quiet.
I'm interested to see. It looks like he's got a water bottle.
I don't know if he landed on his head or if it was just a tight lock around his neck. Looks like the trainer came out.
Got a minute left of injury time here. I'm wondering what the status is here. It doesn't see, we know it's not blood time right away. I'm thinking maybe it's injury time. We're wondering kind of what, it doesn't seem that there's like a body limb or anything that seems to be in pain. Although he hasn't really stood up yet, but he is on one knee.
So blood time is 5 minutes, and injury time is only a minute and a half, so we're only down to about 20 seconds left to make a decision whether he can continue wrestling or not.
Koepke is up and walking around. He seems just winded, hurt. We can only guess. They're going to cut it off. He's going to wrestle.
That was smart. He used most of his injury time, so catch his breath, whether it was tight on the neck or a head bump, but he's back in it.
But now it's like if that gets re-aggravated, you're at 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's another thing is they don't just restart the time.
Hilsenbeck working up to his base. Koepke with the slam. And now Hilsenbeck with a Granby roll.
Nice.
Koepke tries to follow, but Hilsenbeck gets away.
That was excellent. Quick, and he turned in and squared up. Back on his feet.
Hilsenbeck takes the shot. He's working in on a single. Drives. And Koepke plants it on his back. But they'll go out of bounds. And Koepke slow again to get up. So he can barely get back to his feet as he'll walk back to the middle.
A little discombobulated, it looks like.
And at some point you're wondering, as he tries to go for a handshake.
Yeah.
You're wondering, what's the status here? You're thinking maybe concussion. Some of the sorts.
A little dazed and confused when you're wrestling tough and adrenaline's running hard. Looks like we're in a whizzer. He's going to bail on it. Hilsenbeck's putting the hammer on him now.
Now if you're Hilsenbeck, you got to look for a fall. Big fall, big pin here. Big match overall for both sides. This could be kind of a swaying point in momentum.
A lot of weight from Hilsenbeck on top, really trying to get a wrist out, trying to get an arm on the back.
He's trying to work in that top position. Koepke kind of just slowing down. So now he works over that arm. He's got Koepke on his back. This could be all she wrote. There it is! Kepke's planted, and Hilsenbach gets the pinfall victory.
Oh, very nice to see Hilsenbach get a win here and head out. He'll be having some good matches on Mount Vernon.
All righty, we will flip it back over to 106. All righty, so we flip it back over to 106 pounds. It'll be Caden Belinsky and Cannon Beaumont.
Now down to our little weights here, Zach.
Belinsky in on a low single.
Good action.
Cuts off
right
to
away.
a double. I keep forgetting what kind of this position is. You know, it's a scramble position, but I know there's a name for it.
I just call it like a knee on shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, just. But Caden's working hard. He's trying to get two hands over, step over the leg. There he goes. But he's going to keep using that ankle. Now he's going to work his upper body. Good to see Caden here. Really working for more points.
You know, according to Blake, I have to give a shout out to Steve Bazinski. He's watching Belinsky. That's what I said. Did I say Bazinski? Sorry, Steve. I know you're watching, but Steve Belinsky's watching at home. He's sick tonight. Couldn't be out here, but hey. Looks like Caden's he's getting some near falls. He's got the 3.
Absolutely running.
Now he's working an arm bar.
Look at him go.
Look at him just run around.
Excellent execution.
Beaumont, some nice defense, able to follow Belinsky in that circle.
Break his hips back down, stay tough on top with 45 seconds to go. Scores 5-0, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from Caden.
Now Belinsky's in a little bit of trouble.
Got to get your hips up, but it looks like he may have a cradle locked up.
And he does. He's going to stack Beaumont up. I think he's still got that cradle on the edge of the mat. He's got to be mat aware, kind of stay in bounds. Have to, be careful here, as now he's going to run it the other way. Beaumont stacked. 10 seconds to go. And the fall.
Great job, KB. He is leveling up every single match. Seeing him every single weekend improving. It's going to be a great season for him.
And now the Warriors are pulling away. 42-20 the score as we head to 113. Sawyer Crawl for the Warriors. Waters are coming in clutch.
Oh. I'm trying to fight this congestion, but we'll be all right. So Sawyer's out here waiting.
Gavin Landers for the Cyclones taking on Sawyer Crawl. A battle of the freshmen. Landers and Crawl. 113, here we go. Landers an early single leg. Crawl defends.
Sawyer got to stay in bounds, got to keep circling here. Ooh, good
Wow,
carry.
nice job by Landers. Crawl straight to his back.
Get your toes to the mat.
Crawl's fighting. Bridge position.
Create space between your chest and his chest to try to just get a roll through.
Crawl's fighting.
Still a lot of time left in the first, unfortunately.
Minute 30. Crawl still fighting. He's going to try to roll the other way. No good. Now he rolls through.
Good effort there. The Denver kid was trying to pin on his knees, which probably wasn't helping him too much, which gave Sawyer some room to turn. But
And
he's
now a Steiner tilt.
Yeah, that was tight. That's tight right there. Sawyers need to arch hard.
Lee special. And again, Landers right back to that tilt. He works it again. Just racking up the points. And he's going to get 2 more to make it 10-0.
Sawyers holding on to the leg. I don't know if he can pull it in. He might just want to bail.
He's trying to kind of scoot his hips around.
Maybe he's got his legs stuck. I would just bail. Looks like he's got a high leg Turk here now, climbing the mat.
And he will get the 5 swipe to make it 3.
Denver's got bonus points now.
So we're already in major territory, looking for that technical fall. So Landers will bring Kral back down. 12 seconds left here in the first. Landers looks up at that time. He's looking for another turn.
Short time. Got to fight this back points here.
So he will get 2 more to make it 13-0. Landers heading into the second. Kral's choice. He's got to take the top position.
It's tough being a freshman, you know, and jumping right into varsity. Sawyer has transitioned well, but it looks like this match is really pushing him to the edge here with 13-0 behind.
Landers moving. Kral brings Landers back down. Landers right into a switch. Kral's got to defend, and that will do her. Landers with a quick 15-0 technical fall to push the Cyclones back. 42-25 the score. All Warriors still as we head to 120 pounds. It'll be Landon Frost versus Connor McLaughlin.
Sawyer's going to grow through the season. It's going to be good to see him, you know, be active. This match was a little bit more than he could take, but you know we'll see Denver again later in the season. So, no, I mean, always a chance to try to get back at a tough loss. I'm not saying he can't do it. So I'm excited to see Sawyer grow through the season.
Landon Frost had the big pin against Jessup last week to kind of put the Warriors back in that duel. Unfortunately, they fell short. And now McLaughlin, a high crotch into a single.
Landon staying tough here. Needs to get his leg down. Looks like he bails here, and it looks like Denver executes with a 2-point takedown.
McLaughlin tried to go for a little bit of a turn there, maybe a tilt of some sort. Frost rolls right through.
I've drilled with Jonah in the wrestling room. I coached Landon last year. Now I'm coaching Little Cooper. I love the Frost boys. They all kind of wrestle very similar, but very, very hard workers in the wrestling room. I love and appreciate being around the Frost boys.
Frost on bottom, tries to work up to his feet. McLaughlin brings him right back down to the mat. Minute 10 left. Right in center mat.
Try to switch. Got to keep moving. Get to your feet. Nice. Love that action on bottom. Landon keeps putting that together. He's going to get an escape here in the next minute.
McLaughlin will let him up. 2-1 the score now. McLaughlin works the Russian tie into a high crotch, into a dump off. Tries to work it. Frost wrapping hard around the neck of McLaughlin here, as McLaughlin still has that right leg.
Yeah, kind of in a crackdown position. Looks like he went to his head though.
Now he'll get the 2, and he's gonna get some back points along with it.
Landon's fighting hard here, but it's in deep.
McLaughlin working. Looks to be what is a half Nelson.
15 seconds. You got to stay strong here. Really get your toes to the mat. Create space again between your chest and his chest. Really turn your hips, which will help turn your torso.
By the way, I guess
and
McLaughlin gets the fall. 31-42.
Side ref showing, swiping it, saying no time left. Looks like we're going to go to the second period.
But circling back around to when Frost took on Kral, or sorry, Bowden White took on Easton Kral. From Ryan Frost, he said he's ranked 7th at 144 pounds.
Very nice, okay.
So,
very cool.
I mean, a wrestler who not only bumped up a weight, but is ranked at that lower weight and still beat a ranked wrestler up a weight.
Okay. Very smart move by Denver. We're riding a little high here.
McLaughlin trying to get that reversal. Frost just trying to hang on. He's got the legs put in. He's working for maybe some back points of some sort.
Nice.
So now we've got the reversal.
Now you got to get your hips on top. Now we're back in a good match here. It's 3-9, and Landon's really getting after it on his neck here and his upper shoulder.
Some back points can really change the
Get off
course.
your knees. It'd be nice if he could get off his knees and really stretch his own body out, put his weight right on his head and neck.
So work back around. A minute left here in the second.
Conditioning's coming into play. Denver doesn't look as active as we saw him in the first, but still up again by 6.
Frost riding that top position. 45 seconds left.
He's going to go for like a Wapsie ride, which is like a ball and chain. Landon's pretty good at this. I've seen Cooper even in the wrestling room do this, so love to see some back points here. 30 seconds.
As they will go out of bounds. Sorensen yelling, kind of drag him in. Got to be mad aware.
Absolutely. Hey, good term there. I love to use that term. Uh-oh. Looks like we're having technical issues. Looks like it's the side ref now coming into play saying the score's wrong. Oh, third period. 5-9.
Wow.
No,
okay.
No. I don't believe so. 4-9.
Okay. Coach Crawl looks a little confused. I'm just gonna say it.
I guess I wasn't
I'm
aware
confused
myself.
Too. I was not aware. You know, broadcasters were watching the whole match the whole time, yet we are not aware about the obvious things sometimes.
They let that go for over a minute, which is a little confusing. But here we go. Now we got the guy bottom, belly flat.
Probably waiting until that next stoppage to fix it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But then again, I mean, if he scores again, you're kind of wondering, okay, well, now you got to take another point off. You're wondering where the points were at originally, and it can get a bit hectic.
Absolutely.
So now 9-4 heading into the third, and McLaughlin's going to take neutral. So a big takedown. Sorry, excuse me. It's be a big takedown here for Frost, but he's going to get shot out by McLaughlin. Low ankle.
In that crackdown position again. Got to get your hips up.
His dad, who is sitting right below us, is yelling words of encouragement. You know, you love to see it.
You bet.
Minute 30.
Could be in a stalemate position here.
Yeah.
Rolling across your back, though. Don't want a defensive pin here, Landon. But don't bail either.
Is there we see it in college a lot, you know, danger positions, danger calls. Is that a thing in high school wrestling?
Yeah, as far as a scramble position with swipes, no, we don't count, 3 swipes if you're in scramble, but danger position more would be like if a ligament's going to be extended. Looks like Landon gets a reversal or a takedown here. Absolutely.
Big takedown.
We are back in this, and we are looking at finishing a strong third period by Landon Frost.
Yeah, it looked to be like McLaughlin was looking towards a major. Now it looks like Frost could be in this thing. 3 near fall would tie this thing up. Frost looking for a cradle. McLaughlin shoots him over. Frost is in a bad position here. Now you're just wasting time.
Yeah, now he's riding a little high. Now remember, Denver does have a stall call on him from the end of the second.
And now Frost trying to sit back.
Be nice if he could extend him here and really put a shoulder blade to expose him. It looks like he's trying that stay in bounds. 20 seconds.
He's looking.
I would ding him again for stalling, but I'm just biased.
I mean, he really hasn't. You have a point. He hasn't really done much to try to work the position. And this will do her. So it's a good match because McLaughlin was in major decision territory. You got out of it. You only let up 3. Now it's 28-42 instead of being 29-42.
Absolutely.
So we head to 126 pounds. Our last match of the night. I believe so.
Yep.
So Wapsie has all but secured another dual victory against a rival this time in Denver, but we still got one match to wrestle. Brody Kleitsch will be taking on Vinny McLaughlin.
Another McLaughlin.
Got 3 of them.
Big family here in Denver, all in the wrestling community, so.
It's just like the Crawls.
Yeah. So here we go. Love to see Brody Kleitsch wrestle here. His upper body strength is absolutely phenomenal. The way he can grab onto a wrestler and really cling in and look for an attack here.
We talked about, you said a lot about Garrett's muscle definition.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're probably thinking the same thing here with Brody.
Absolutely. Look at his upper body strength. He puts in a lot of off-season work too. Look at that takedown. Low ankle single.
Working across to a double.
Nice. Look at that takedown.
As they will go out of bounds.
You know, he's really shown levels too from year to year to year, and this is a senior year, correct? So he's going to be postseason wrestling is going to be fun to see him.
Kleitsch working that top position. Looks for a tilt. Called it earlier, that Wapsie ride. He's got it. Wow!
Nice. Kind of a roll through ball and chain. Looking with back points. Look how tight that is. Yep.
No mobility whatsoever from McLaughlin.
Absolute execution there by Brody. Great job looking for more points. Up 5-0 with 1 minute left in the first.
Now he looks to go for kind of that same deal. He's got that ball and chain. And now he loads him up.
Loads him up again. Look at that. 3 more. Oh, gonna get 3 here. Keep swiping, ref.
I say, I'm like. So he'll get the 5. Be another 3. I was wondering because McLaughlin looked like he was even parallel with the ground.
Like, come on, keep swiping.
Now McLaughlin works up to his feet.
20 seconds left, but Brody's got to hold on tight to that ankle. I don't know if Denver's going anywhere with this because Brody he gets a hold of you, you're not going very far.
And that seems to end the first. So after 1 period, Brody Kleitsch takes a big 8-0 lead and already in major decision territory.
It's exciting to see.
So Kleitsch will have the choice. He will defer. McLaughlin chooses the neutral position.
Yeah, if you get underneath Brody again, he's going to stick that Wapsie ride and tilt you for more points.
Now McLaughlin, that heavy hand,
Yep.
Heavy slap down there.
McLaughlin's controlling his wrist, which is slowing Brody down a little bit, but Brody's got an underhook on the right side. Got to pull that leg right to him, limp arm out, and get your 2 points.
And
nice.
Textbook, you called it. 10-0, minute 20 left here in the second.
It's fun drilling with Brody in the wrestling room because, you know, he's got a different style than everyone else. He wrestles low and he's quick. He shoots and gets a hold of your ankles, and he controls your wrists. He's got that farm boy strength with the wrist strength where he bales hay quite often, so holds on to you, and it's hard to get away.
So he'll get to 12-0. A 3-point near fall will end it for Kleitsch. After falling in that winner-take-all match last week against Jessup, he has come back strong.
Absolutely.
Kleitsch has that ball and chain.
Does it help not having school on Wednesday and then being able to compete the next day?
Oh, yeah. Kleitsch trying to load him up. McLaughlin gets away. 20 seconds left here in the second. If you're Kleitsch, you're thinking near fall. Gotta Now we got a stall call on McLaughlin.
Yeah, you got to really try to work up, build a base there. Even if he does have your wrist, you got to still peel, keep your head up, knee slide forward. But Brody, again, he's like a backpack, just holding on tight. That little boy slapped the heck out of that ref.
Jeez, you can hear it in our mics. It's like we were just like, watch it, bam! I remember when I was a towel boy.
They put rocks in that styrofoam.
Oh, yeah. Just bam! So Kleitch has the choice here in the third. He will take the bottom position. Last 2 minutes of this duel.
Oh.
McLaughlin looking for some back points.
Gonna suck back there, but Brody bails quick. No, it's good to see Brody in all positions, neutral top and bottom here. Be nice to see him score points now from the bottom position.
He's got 2 takedowns, a lot of near fall points in that top position. Now let's see if he can get an escape. He's looking for a reversal, but he gets the escape.
Nice.
Now he's attacking. And the 2. That does it.
Absolute great end of that duel, seeing Brody ankle pick that guy.
Technical fall. The Warriors pick up the victory, not only in the match, but also the duel. The final score here tonight, 47-28. The Warriors pick up a big duel victory, not only against, in the season, but also against a big rival.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be great to see them in more of a tournament setting soon. So.
Yeah, and I think if you're Wapsie Valley going forward, you have a little bit of a road stretch where you come back home in a few weeks. What are you looking forward to going into this road stretch with a few tournaments?
Yeah, we're going to have to just make sure we're healthy. A lot of people are sick, and a lot of people in the community are sick. The common colds going around, the flu, the congestion, COVID. You just got to make sure we stay healthy, get good night's sleep, water, making sure your mental health is right, too. Make sure you're not stressing about those losses. So, yeah, those are just little things that I think I try to implement into middle school and high school athletes, keeping the simple things, the bread and butter things done right. So.
All righty, so final here tonight, 47-28. Waiting on Blake here for a second, but we will get you our Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap here in just a moment. And what'd you see from Denver in that duel?
I saw some really unique takedowns. At let's see, 150. Tough match from Bowden White. He looked very tough with that leg ride with the claw. But Wapsie came out on top because we were scoring more points. Scoring points, you win matches, you win duels. So you got to start with the little things first. So it was great to see Caden Belinsky get after it, and all the way up to heavyweight. So
going forward, especially tonight, if you had to give a wrestler of the night for each team, what do you got?
Oh, an outstanding wrestler? Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
This is what Blake – I like being in Blake's position. This is nice. Maybe we just have Wyatt for all the duels.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
Well, what do you think, huh?
Seeing Brock Kleitch. Did Brock Kleitch get 2 pins? That was pretty nice. Creighton Zimmerman with a big toss and getting a pin. I like that. Oh, I'd probably have to give it to Bulldog, Garrett Miller, then.
Yeah.
So if I have to get an O-dub, it's got to go to our 165-pounder Garrett Miller. So that's probably Coach Krall gives out the stud chain for an outstanding wrestler.
Nice.
Well, at least he did back in 2018, 2019, 2020. So I don't know if he still does it, but the stud chain would have to go to, I believe, Garrett Miller. But I'll have to ask Coach Krall here after the duel. So.
All righty. So we're going to get to our Legacy Roofing of Iowa recap here tonight. And like we said, Oelwein didn't win a match against Wapsie or Denver. This one was a little bit more evenly matched. The final score here tonight, 47-28, the Warriors. Denver had 2 decisions and 2 tech falls to Wapsie Valley's 1 in both of those categories. But Wapsie having 6 falls to Denver's 2 was really kind of the deciding factor. Also the fact that Wapsie had a forfeit in there, mixed there in there, as well as Kaden Decker did not see the mat at all tonight. And going forward, heading into that Mount Vernon tournament, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, seeing all of our wrestlers compete.
I know you're eating popcorn.
I had to finish up my cold popcorn that I let sit now. But yeah, seeing all of our wrestlers compete. I don't believe all of them will have first round buys, so being ready to go Saturday morning right away at 10 a.m. So, yeah, excited to see that. Next week, they're going to have a long stretch of 3-day wrestling, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's a lot of matches, so you got to make sure you stay healthy. Yeah, they did scare away from one of our top wrestlers, Kanan Decker, but he's going to be back in action and be ready to go for the Mount Vernon tournament.
Alrighty, so any final thoughts before we sign off here tonight?
No, thanks, Zach Bavers, for having me. Sorry I'm congested with a cold, but I'd be happy to do this again. I love being with Wapsie and watching Wapsie wrestle.
Yeah, so we thank you for listening in here tonight to this edition of Wapsie Valley Warrior Wrestling. The Warriors pick up 2 wins tonight against Oelwein and Denver. The final score here in this Wapsie-Denver duel, 47-28. The Warriors pick up a win. Also, that Oelwein duel was 81-0, all Warriors. So we thank you for listening tonight to the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. Zach Bavers, for Wyatt Forsythe, I'm Zach Bavers. We thank you for listening in tonight. And as always, go Warriors.
Are we still